welcome you inside Plaza Mariachi, the site of yet another Country Box. Hi everybody, I'm Al Bernstein, and I'm happy to welcome you to this edition of Country Box. You know, they say life begins at 40. Well, if that's true, Country Box is just beginning, because this is Country Box edition number 40. Well, I'm happy to be with the gentleman who's been here for so many of them, Albert Haynesworth, the great defensive lineman for the Tennessee Titans, and Justin Brown, who has been a part of the commentary team here in the last few months. Gentlemen, tonight in our main event, we have Josh Popper taking on the veteran Rydell Booker, somebody who gained notoriety outside of the ring but wants to be great in the ring.
Yeah, very interesting life, including dating someone pretty famous in the name of Madonna. Now, We'll get into that probably later, but he's also a very athletic guy. He even started football in high school as a senior, played at Rowan University, and even made it all the way up to the Arizona Cardinals spring camp. So that just shows you his athleticism.
Yeah, he really does bring that to it. And speaking of football, which you know a little something about, his skills in boxing have also shown an ability to get better, and he has appeared before here at Country Box. What about Josh Popper?
I mean, like Josh, kind of like Justin just said, he's a very athletic guy. Coming from football, it's like football is playing a game, but boxing is real life. You don't play boxing.
No, you don't.
You fight. So, just to see him, how he's performed, just the one time I saw him here on Country Box, I was very impressed. And then of course, I'm extremely impressed with his girlfriend.
Yeah, well, aren't we all? So he will be taking on Rydell Booker, who is a 45-year-old veteran, a journeyman, and a gatekeeper for the heavyweights. So we're gonna test how well Josh Popper does against Booker as opposed to what everyone else has done. So, as you know, this show is not just about boxing. It's about great country music, too. And to kick that off, let's go to J.T. Conway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Plaza Mariachi in Nashville, Tennessee for the historic and record-breaking 40th installment of Country Box, where music meets boxing. Presented to you by Jimmy Adams Promotions, a special thanks to Edward Crow and Murder Cigars. We want to welcome our newest viewers watching us on Fight TV, Triller TV, Little Rock IPTV, and Country Box YouTube channel, Country Box 24/7 TV, and countrybox247.com. For everything Country Box, including schedules, videos, and news, make sure you check out countrybox247.com and countrybox_official on IG. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Murder Cigars by Edward Crow. But before the fights start, weighing in at 185 pounds, give or take, from the Razorback state of Arkansas, your boy, Kish Moody.
Nashville, Tennessee, how you doing? Nah, we can't start like that. I said Nashville, Tennessee, how you doing? Highway is long, work day and night. Another town glowing in a worn-out neon light. Six-string riding shotgun, tailboat on the seat. Different bed every night, and I can't sleep. My hands hurt and bleed, but I keep rolling on. A road war trip and chasing one more song. Arkansas to Kentucky, Virginia, Carolina, Sioux, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, paint me blue. Tennessee to Texas, back home again. No more acting a highway circus, and the highway never ends. Stage lights glimmer, crowds cheer, but they don't know how heavy it feels, carry songs in your soul. Smoke in my jacket, whiskey in my veins. Every mile marker starts to sound the same. Been 1,000 miles since I held my friend. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it all again. Arkansas to Kentucky, Virginia, Carolina, Sioux, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, paint me blue. Tennessee to Texas, back home again. Another rat in a highway circus, in the highway never ends. Violent. Arkansas to Kentucky, Virginia, Carolina, Sioux, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, cut me loose. Tennessee to Texas, Lord, I'm gonna give another act in a highway circus, and the highway never ends. Right, good to see everybody. I'd have all pretty women a-fishing after me, a-fishing after me. Say I'm broke, child and hungry. Well, I'm ragged, ragged, dirty too. If I clean up, oh, pretty baby, could I come back home to you, back home to you, back home to you, back home to you. Well, I'm leaving, baby, I'm leaving. Cry, cry, won't never say. If I cry, oh, pretty baby, for the ride, for the I go away, 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 I go away, yeah, yeah. I went, I was a catfish, swimming in the sea, blue sea. I have all pretty women fishing after me, fishing after me. Oh, come give me a little bit right here. Say I'm leaving, oh baby I'm leaving. Crime, crime won't make me stay. Boy, you cry, love, pretty baby. Further I, further I go away, 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 further I go away. Fishing out to me, a fishing out to me. Lord, I will. I was a catfish, and in the deep blue sea. Like pretty women, fishing out to me, a fishing out to me, yeah.
Kish Moody with a great set. I'm an unabashed Kish Moody fan. He's fantastic. We have boxing coming up, though, for you. Austin Cassisi taking on Gerald Grove in a middleweight encounter. A couple of middleweights toward the start of their career who are trying to make their way in the sport of boxing. Well, back for more boxing action that we're going to go to in just a second, and this one has in it a couple of middleweights. Austin Cassisi from New York, who just had a loss after he'd won 3 straight fights. Good amateur career. Yeah, good amateur career, and he's got some power, evidenced by he's 3-1, all 3 of them coming by stoppage, and if I was an odds maker on this one, I would probably set that over under at 1 round. Should be some fireworks early here. All right, should be fun, and we're set to go here. So what do you say we get ready for the action in this next encounter, which is going to feature these 2 middleweights. So let's send things up to JT.
All right, folks, it's time for fight number 1 alongside my man, Rick Ross. How you feeling tonight, Rick?
I feel good.
Yeah, you look good, man. You look great.
It's going to be some action tonight.
Action tonight in Nashville. Let's delay no more. Now, entering the ring in the blue corner from Wilson, North Carolina, Terrell Hargrove.
And here is Gerald Hargrove, who comes in here with an 0-2 record, and from Wilson, North Carolina. So he's looking for his first win, and honestly looking to get out of the first round for the first time. A couple of first-round stoppages against him, which is part of the reason Justin said the under was maybe in this one, but he's certainly hopeful that he can do better in this one.
All right. Rick, I've heard a lot about this guy. Now entering the ring in the red corner, fighting out of Shrub Oak, New York, Austin, All-American, Cassisi.
Here comes Austin Cassisi, who comes in with a 3-1 record. All 3 of his wins have come by KO, and his last time out, however, things didn't go exactly the way he wanted them to. He lost by first-round TKO to Eduardo Monreal. And there's Austin. We knew he was here tonight. And he, as I mentioned, had a solid amateur background, and he's hoping to build on those 3 wins and come back from that surprising 1-round loss that he has, and making his first appearance here on Country Box. And there's the numbers with these 2 fighters. Big height advantage for Cassisi, and Hargrove, a youngster at 20, and Cassisi in his mid-20s.
All right. We want to let the Tupac keep running. Albert Hainsworth's loving it. Rick Ross is loving it. My man came out to Tupac wearing a cowboy hat. I like it, man. He's a little bit of both sides of the aisle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first fight of the evening is scheduled for 4 rounds in the middleweight division, presented to you by Jimmy Adams Promotions. We would also like to recognize Murder Cigars by Edward Crow. Murder Cigars designed for mellow and full-bodied smokers alike. What kind of smoker are you? Full-bodied?
Full-bodied.
Full-bodied. You look like a full-bodied smoker. All right, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 170.4 pounds, fighting out of Wilson, North Carolina. Please welcome Terrell Booker Hargrove. And in the red corner, weighing in at 164.6 pounds, with a professional record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, all 3 wins, coming by way of knockout, sponsored by Maple Leaf Landscaping and Shrub Oak Power Equipment, fighting out of Shrub Oak, New York. Please welcome Austin, the All-American Cassesi. Fight number one, let's go.
So we're set to go for this 4-round middleweight encounter. Cassesi against Hargrove. And Cassesi coming back after that first-round TKO loss, hoping that he can turn things around from that. And Hargrove, as we mentioned, has had his troubles in the first round, so don't blink.
Yep. Now Hargrove, he made it 30 seconds longer, almost made it out of that first round, but Cassesi's going to try and keep that streak going.
There's Cassesi. He's a very good body puncher and has a good right hand, and boy, we're seeing that early on in this fight. Had a very solid amateur career, and he is an aggressive fighter when he gets going, as evidenced by his 3 knockouts.
Yeah, and you see right there, there's that right hand you're talking about. He likes to wing it from over the top, and it looks like Hargrove's in some trouble.
Hargrove taking a bunch of very powerful right hands here in round number 1, and already a little shaken by the action. Cassesi just wants to put an end to this.
Yeah, Hargrove's in a world of trouble right here.
Yeah, you can tell, like, Hargrove is ready to get out of there. But again, he's Wilson, North Carolina, so.
Well, a bunch of right hands raining on him, and he's still got a long way to go here in this round.
I think he's going to, tie his shoelace game. That's a new one I've never seen before.
That's a nice break right there. Good eyes by a referee right there. But yeah, Hargrove, especially like most boxers, does not like those body shots, and you see Cassesi's really making an effort to get down there with his right hand.
So a stoppage, which was welcome relief, I'm sure, to Gerald Hargrove.
No, it's still going right now.
As he tries to, stoppage for him because he got a rest.
Yes.
And now he's trying to stick in there through this first round. And Cassesi looking for his 4th knockout as a pro. Good body shot again by Cassesi. Those nice right hands downstairs.
You know, like why Cassesi probably hasn't, finished Hargrove because, honestly, he keeps ducking down. He
ducks
into the power punches, and then of course you got this unorthodox style of boxing. But
yeah, interestingly, in other video I saw of Cassesi, and there it is. He has a good uppercut, so he can use that. And there's the bigger right hand to the body. Cassesi had a previous knockout from body punches.
Yeah, this one, we'll see if Hargrove continues right here.
Referee taking a nice look at him, and that is going to be it. And so, once again, unfortunately for Gerald Hargrove, he does not make it out of round 1. But for that man, Austin Cassesi, he does score his 4th knockout as a professional, coming back from a first-round stoppage that he suffered in his last fight, and did it in style.
North Carolina?
Wilson, North Carolina, never fails.
Well, for Cassesi, the resident of New York State, he's happy to get this one, and we look back at the action and what happened in round 1.
Yeah, well, you see Hargrove, he was either clinching or had his back to Cassesi for most of this fight, and it was those body shots right there that I think really made Hargrove said, that's that. He spit out that mouthpiece, maybe looking for a little bit of extra stoppage time, but to no avail.
Yeah, and then it's like you see, like Cassesi, that was his first left hand to the body, and that was something that Hargrove wasn't ready for, and then that put him down. Literally, that's the first shot that he took to the body with the left hand.
So Cassesi, who has fought at junior middleweight and even below that as an amateur, seems to be settling in here at middleweight now, and that was a very effective outing for him, obviously. In fact, in his first 3 fights, his knockouts came against fighters with lesser records as well. This one against Hargrove, but clearly these are building fights, and I would assume they're going to ramp things up for him, though coming off a first-round stoppage loss, this was, I'm sure, a confidence builder for him. We're going to get the announcement in just a moment, and let's go up to JT Conway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 11 seconds of the very first round, your winner, Austin, the All-American Cassese.
So Cassese gets his 4th win as a professional and his 4th knockout. All of his wins have come by knockout so far in his pro career.
All right. We're going right from one of my favorite artists, Tupac, to one of my other favorite artists, Kish Moody.
Come on, baby, take me home. Headed to the bar on Saturday night, looking for love, not looking for a fight. I'm shooting double whiskey and I'm already high when I look across the bar at a set of green eyes. She came and sat beside me, whispered in my ear. She said, "Come on, cowboy, get me out of here. Take me home. Come on, baby, take me home. Take me home. Baby, I won't do you no wrong. Well, I've been drinking at the bar and I'm feeling alright. Come on, baby, won't you take me home tonight?" music for you there. That's about when your woman's getting a little bit frisky and she just can't wait to get home. This next one that I'm about to sing, I call it the Gravel Ridge Blues. And it's about when your woman won't let you come back home. There's a red house over yonder. It's where my baby stays. Lord, there's a red house over yonder. It's where my baby stays. I've been home to see my baby, Lord, in 99 and one half day. Wait a minute, something wrong. Lord, my key won't unlock this door. Wait a minute, something wrong. Lord, my key won't unlock this door. Got a bad, bad feeling. She just don't live here no more. That's all right, I'm gonna play Zach's guitar right here. Back in gravel ridge. Might as well go back yonder. Lord, back over there in gravel ridge. That's what my mama say, yeah, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need to ride it. My baby don't love me no more. Lord, I know, Sister Weed.
Kish Moody with another great set, including some blues, which we all love. And we have boxing coming up, which we also all love. Francisco Nunez and Richard Archuleta will be taking each other on, and you see the very similar ages. The numbers are somewhat similar, and both men very much at the beginning of their pro careers, trying to make a mark And so, with that, let's go up to JT Conway.
All right, folks, it's time for our second fight of the night. Rick, before we get started, I want to make sure and introduce my main man, your main man, Jimmy Adams, everybody, right here in the front row. What's up, my man, Jimmy? Hey, we wouldn't be doing this without you. So grateful for this opportunity, man. Number 40, can you believe it? Number 40. All right, hey, now entering the ring in the blue corner, he's fighting out of Oxnard, California, Richard El Matador Archuleta.
So here comes Richard Archuleta, who is from Camarillo, California. He's had one professional fight. He's a 24-year-old, and that one was on October 18th of this past year, and it was a 4-round loss to Abel Alba, and he's coming in here to take on Francisco Nunez, and hoping that he can make something happen here in this super flyweight fight as he makes his way early in his pro career.
And now entering the ring in the red corner, fighting out of Orlando, Florida, Francisco Nino Nunez.
This young man from Orlando, Florida, though originally from Caracas, Venezuela, will make his second appearance on Country Box. On October 7th, we saw him win via TKO over Torrance Self. It was an excellent performance. That had been preceded in his pro career by a pair of 4-round decision losses in his first 2 fights. And this young man showed in the Self fight the promise that he has as a professional, and why that 1-2 mark at this juncture is a little bit deceiving about him. He's a fighter that many people believe could make some waves in the super featherweight division.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super flyweight division. Presented to you by Jimmy Adams Promotions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Oxnard, California, by way of Gallup, New Mexico. Please welcome Richard El Matador Archuleta. And in the red corner, weighing in at 114.4 pounds, fighting out of Orlando, Florida, by way of Caracas, Venezuela. Please welcome Francisco Nino Nunez.
We went over all the rules in the back. Listen to me at all times, okay? Touch them up. Good luck. God bless.
Fight 2, let's go!
So here we go with this 4-rounder in the super flyweight division. Nunez in the red trunks, and across the way, Richard Archuleta. Both very much beginning their journey.
Yeah, Nunez actually debuted all the way back in 2022. He had a bit of a 3-year layoff, but they get going right away right here.
Yeah, he got back into the fray and had those 2, had another decision loss and then beat Self. And we expect this to be a very active fight from both young fighters.
Yeah, and Archuleta's already coming out. I saw some tape of that loss you mentioned against Abel Alba. Alba's all the way up at 3-0 now, and that was in California. So Archuleta has improved from what I see already in his first kind of 20 seconds.
Yeah, he went 4 rounds with him and fought well, even in losing a decision. And we mentioned that Nunez, his last time out, scored the knockdown here on Country Box.
So they're both studying each other right there, but they're still firing. So it's great to see that type of action.
Great left hook by Nunez, and he showed that punch against Torrance Self a lot, and we're going to see it throughout this match.
Yeah, it was a great left hook right there coming out of Nunez, and you saw Archuleta as well took it well. Both these men have never been down, so we'll probably get some more rounds than we got in that first fight right here, as you could already kind of tell.
Archuleta, who has shown us already in this round more range and a pretty good jab and some good combination punching.
Yeah, you could tell, like Archuleta could, if he wanted to, he could box from outside with his range, you know, because like just like that jab, on that jab snap back, Nunez like head, he could just stay outside and actually.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what he's trying to do here, and just stay enough in punching range so he can at least land. A minute left to go here in round number 1 of the scheduled 4-rounder.
Yeah, and you mentioned that he is the taller man. Archuleta got 2 inches on Nunez, but you see Archuleta kind of likes to crouch into those shots, so he kind of gives up his length a little bit on it.
Yeah, he does.
And Nunez has the better feet as well. That comes from just having more experience. We mentioned Nunez started in 2022. Archuleta's pretty new to boxing so far. A little bit of amateur experience for him, but learning on the job.
Well, you know, like, you know, the good thing that when we see like a lot of young fighters like this, that like right now, like I think Archuleta looks pretty good for the young fighters that we see.
Yeah, but you see right there, just off balance at points as well as Archuleta, and that's the advantage so far that Nunez is having on him.
So we're remaining seconds, final seconds here of what has been a good round 1. Probably a little more offensive effectiveness from Nunez, but Archuleta's had his moments as well in what was a pretty close round, and so this one will take us to round number 2.
Was a little bit of a close round right there. Nunez started well, but Archuleta actually started kind of pressing the pace a little bit more in those last 30 seconds.
Yeah, definitely Archuleta. He started quick, but then Nunez start coming on. Let's see how they come out of the corner with this. You can see like Nunez, he's complaining about headbutt, and you know we're seeing like Archuleta literally, you know, kind of crouch down like how you said. So that could be an issue, but he could. Nunez kind of like Archuleta decided to kind of like stand up and really box, use his height. He could do well.
So we're headed into round number 2, the super featherweight encounter. Francisco Nunez in the red, and in the also red with a white striping is Richard Archuleta. Archuleta, the 24-year-old, and Nunez, a 25-year-old. Both men relatively new in their pro careers, and both showing you tonight that they are fighters that have a skill set. Nunez did not. He needs his mouthpiece put in. I don't think he came out with it, and he realized. And
when he got caught a little with that jab early to start, probably made him like, oh man, I need that thing.
Yeah, they got it fixed up.
Yes, but as you mentioned, Albert, you could see Archuleta, he likes to kind of jump in and with those shots right there. Good body work from Archuleta right there, but he does like to just come in and really turn his body in those shots, and that's what's going to lead to those headbutts.
Both men have invested a little bit in the body, and we saw that a moment ago. A warning, and Nunez had complained, as Albert pointed out, about clash of heads. Nice right hand by Archuleta. He's tried that punch a number of times, and that one got in there. Some awkward action, and Archuleta smiling about it.
And that's what happens when I say Nunez has a better balance, because Archuleta's really, you could see how much he commits on that right hand. And if he misses, it could kind of throw himself off balance like he's done a few times.
Halfway through round number 2 in this 4-rounder. Both men have lost 4-round decisions before, so they're cognizant of trying to make sure they can win any of these rounds they can. And this one's a good close round as well. Both men doing some good work. Archuleta sneaking in a left hook and ripping the body right there.
Yeah, so far this is Archuleta's round. He's being more active, and as you see, Nunez is going backwards.
Yeah, and that's not where Francisco Nunez really wants to go. He's a come-forward fighter, and Archuleta doing good work on both the outside and the inside here in round number 2.
Another warning right there for the head.
Yeah. I mean, but this is kind of like his fighting style.
Yes.
I don't think he's doing it on purpose. That's just how he puts his entire body into his punches.
Yeah, he falls forward a little bit, and that's part of the thing that happens. Good right hand downstairs by Archuleta. Well, in this round, Archuleta has changed the tempo of this fight pretty dramatically because this round he has totally controlled.
Yep, and it's those body shots because, once again, we'll keep kind of pointing it out. Archuleta ducks down and crouches down there, but it's kind of deceptive, and I don't think Nunez really could see those body shots coming that right hand of the body, but he's starting to make a bit of an adjustment, another headbutt.
So round number 2 comes to a close, a round that David Archuleta will put in his memory book early in his pro career as one of his better rounds.
David Archuleta is that's American Idol guy, right?
Oh, yeah. Back in the
David
day.
Archuleta, yes.
But you see Richard right here, and this was probably going to be.
Did I say David? I meant Richard. Yeah.
But that's him kind of leaning
on
into that. That's 1-2, and you see how much he gets his body. He turns his whole body into it.
I don't think David was a boxer, but he was a fine vocalist.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of music on your mind.
I know. I'm thinking about Kish Moody over there and the great sets he has given us.
But you see right there, that's Archuleta's corner trying to tell him to go to that body.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely working.
Mm-hmm.
They can also see like a mark on, Nunez's face. I would say on his left cheek, a little bit under the eye.
And that's probably due to the headbutts, I would assume.
Yeah.
Well, great round for Richard Archuleta in the last round. And while round 1 was very close and might have been an edge to Nunez, depending on how you scored it, round 2 was very definite for Archuleta. So we head into round number 3 of this scheduled 4-rounder. They are super featherweights, and Nunez from Orlando, Florida, originally from Caracas, Venezuela, and Archuleta now apparently, as announced by J.T. Conway, in New Mexico. That's a shift for him. Good right hand again by Archuleta, and he's showing us that punch a lot. Oh, there's the head again.
Yeah.
And you know, he's going to get he might get another warning on this because I don't think he's intentionally trying to hurt Nunez, but he's coming in with that head a lot.
Yeah, and it's that same pretty much combo every single time. He's going to jump him with that jab, then really turn his body in that right. We'll see if Nunez, he kind of did a little bit at the start of this round, starts to counter it, but he's trying to time right there. Archuleta met him with a left hook.
Yeah, Archuleta.
That's another head, but
yep.
1 point.
Well,
Ooh.
a point's being deducted. This is, you know, and that's not a weird decision by the ref because it happened a lot, and it's something that clearly Archuleta's people are going to have to work on with him because he's taken yet another round in which he's doing excellent, and now with the point deduction, you know, he's got to win this round big to see if he can get an even round out of it.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see if Archuleta wins this round, then it's pretty much dead even, and that 4th round will be the decider with that point taken off because I agree with you, Nunez probably did sneak that first one. But interesting fight.
Yeah, it is. Halfway through round number 3, and the right hand again getting in from Archuleta. So his offense in this round has been effective, much like the second round.
Yeah, and you see Nunez has that left hand low, and that's what's going to allow that right hand to come up top.
You can see kind of a different style now, like the way Archuleta is fighting. Like, you know, he's kind of not rushing in with his body anymore. And honestly, I think that's really affected the fight as far as this round since the points been deducted.
Yeah, well, he's fighting well as he was before the deduction.
You lifted up Nunez right there.
Yeah, the problem is that, you know, that deduction's going to affect him. But he could get an even round out of this because Archuleta has fought very well in this round.
Yeah, and that's that jab you're talking about, Albert. If Archuleta kind of just bought into that jab a little bit more and used it more as a stick instead of just falling in with it, he could eliminate some of those headbutts.
Maybe even just like, instead of like a one and going in, like, double it up.
Yep. And an uppercut could really serve him well, as you see Nunez is starting to duck under that right hand.
Yeah.
So final seconds of an eventful round number 3 that included a point deduction from Richard Archuleta and, again, some excellent offense from Archuleta. So the plot thickens as we head to round number 4 of this super featherweight matchup. I'm Al Bernstein along with Albert Hainsworth, Justin Brown, and we're so delighted you joined us here for the 40th edition of Country Box.
Yep, and here you'll see this is Archuleta. This is him kind of leading with that left hook, but right there, that's Nunez trying to counter a little bit more. So interesting round, as we mentioned now. Is it a 10-point must system here?
Yes.
So it's probably a 10-10 round right there.
Well, it would be 9-9 because a point was deducted. So if it was an even round, it could be a 9-9 round.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But that's presuming that they believe that Archuleta won that round. Or could also be a 10-9 round. Well, not really, because one is deducted. It has to be 10-8 or 9-9.
So it'd be probably 9-9 there.
Yeah, I would think.
So this round could really decide it.
It could easily, because if Nunez won round 1, as we suspect maybe he did, and Archuleta clearly won round 2, Archuleta did well in round 3, but that point deduction affects him. So, Richard Archuleta, 0-1 record coming in, looking for his first pro win.
And
that's deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra used to say.
Both sides.
Yeah, and he's taking on Francisco Nunez, who is 1-2 and hoping to get to 500, and this fight is very much in doubt.
And they're fighting like it right there, but Archuleta's sneaking in that right hand still.
After round 1, Archuleta offensively kind of took control of this fight, and that's continuing even into this 4th round.
It's like those last couple punches really landed for Nunez, and I think it woke up Archuleta a little bit.
And Archuleta made an adjustment right there. You saw he's kind of stuck that little short right uppercut to the body, and that's a shot that is wide open, especially coming up top so often.
Good right hand by Archuleta. That's been a trademark of what he's done in the last couple of rounds. And we're closing in on the halfway mark of this final round in this what has been a good super featherweight matchup.
You saw that uppercut come out one more time from Archuleta, and his corner said again, so I assume they're probably on that same page.
Yeah.
He's got a full arsenal of punches. We've seen the hook, we've seen the right hand to the body and the head, and a little bit of the uppercut.
I just want to see him like double jab a little bit more,
Banging away to the body is Archuleta, and Francisco Nunez has not been super active. His volume here in round number 4 has been down at a time in a fight when you can afford that.
Yeah, you could hear like Archuleta, I think, did hurt Nunez with that body shot.
Yep.
He's landed some good ones, that's for sure. And we have under a minute left to go in this fight. It's been a very entertaining super featherweight scrap.
Yeah, some ugly moments at time, but it's been fun, especially when they're in the exchanges. But right there in that
clinch, really. I mean, we had some clashes of heads, but they both fought well.
Yes.
And
yeah, it's just got to be something like Archuleta's corner has to work on with them.
I think it's a balance issue, as Justin pointed out.
Yeah.
And we're coming down, and under 30 seconds left in this match. Crowd into it, and Richard Archuleta trying to make a statement in the final moments of this round, and lands a beautiful left hook, as he has on several occasions to Nunez. And so this fight winds down with round 4 looking a lot like round 2, in which Richard Archuleta did some great offensive work. Will that be enough to get him the decision? We will see. For Francisco Nunez, we mentioned that he has lost 2 decision fights, and also in his only pro fight, Archuleta lost a decision. So both these men have been on the losing end of decision fights, and they're hoping not to be tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it could be a tie with that point deduction.
Yeah,
But I would have saw. I thought the first 2 rounds went to Archuleta, and then I think like of course the point deduction, and then this round right here I would have said Archuleta.
Oh yeah, round 1 was pretty close, and may have been. You can go either way with that one, so we'll see. And the Archuleta's team seems very happy with their work, and for the most part, as he takes in the applause of this crowd here at Plaza Mariachi, which, by the way, is a wonderful venue here for Country Box. We've enjoyed coming here, and the crowd is very active and enjoying this contest. And JT Conway is getting ready to get the scorecards to see which one of these young men, whether it's the 24-year-old Richard Archuleta or 25-year-old Francisco Nunez, will get the win. It would be the first for Archuleta as a pro, and for Nunez it would get him to 500.
They did some math over there. I think I would have it probably 38-37 Archuleta, but you see a scorecard just fell down over there as they're handing it off. But yeah, I think they had to take into account that deduction, so it's taken a minute.
Yeah, we'll see how that third round weighs in on this decision. Let's go to JT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about that for 4 rounds of action? After going the distance, we have a decision. 39-36, 39-36, and 38-37. All for your winner, out of the blue corner, Richard El Matador Archuleta.
So Richard Archuleta does in fact get the 4-round decision, as we kind of
Richard,
expected he
let me
would
grab you
do.
for
One of the
second,
cards
my man.
closer, the other one's
Hey,
at
let's look at this camera right here.
39-36.
Tell me how you
Let's
feel.
hear
Did you feel like
him.
you did enough to earn that decision?
Hell yeah, I did, man. I worked so hard for this fight. Coming out my last fight, I lost, and that's what pushed me harder to go today. And you know, we're gonna stay consistent and fight every month. So this was for my family. This is for my uncle that passed, my Uncle Tommy. It's for all my tios, my grandpa, my mom. I love you guys. Thank you. And I got the Lobo trucks right here for New Mexico, baby.
Shout out to your Uncle Tommy, man. Rest in peace. Hey, you made New Mexico proud. So when are we gonna see you again? You think we'll be able to get you back in Nashville? You having a good time here in Tennessee?
Oh yeah, I love it, man. And the promoter, Ashley, she's been wonderful, and her family, they're so great and beautiful. I hope you guys like to come out here and see me again. Appreciate everyone that's coming and watching. Thank you.
Now let me ask you real quick before we cut you out of here. There was a little bit of headbutting action going on. Is that just how you naturally fight? You lead in kind of with your head a little bit?
Yeah, man, I'm used to sparring bigger people, you know, and then when I come and fight at 115, they're all small, and we just end up having a clash edge. That's my style. I like to get inside and get busy, you know?
Just bang. Here, headbutt Rick Ross real quick. Just show me what it looks like. All right. Hey, everybody, put your hands together for my man, El Matador, Richard Archuleta. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Kish, you ready back there, you handsome son of a gun?
Oh, yeah.
All right, the pride of Arkansas, Kish Mooney.
They were farm kids way down in Dixie, fell in high school in the 60s. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in the midnight hour, he climbed upon the water tower, stood on the rail and painted a 10-foot heart. And John Deere on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene, let a 3-foot high, and the whole town said that it should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere green. They say settled down home, 80 acres, raising sweet corn, kids and tomatoes. They went together like a hand in a glove. On a clear day from the front yard, if you're looking, know what to look for. Off to the east, you can still read us words of love. In John Deere green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene. Left us 3 foot high, and the whole town said that I should've used red, but it looked good to Charlene. In John Deere green. Now more than once the town had discovered painting over it ain't no use. There ain't no pain in the world that can cover if the heart keeps showing through. In John Deere green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene. Left us 3 foot high, and the whole town said the fool should've used red, but it looked good to Charlene. In John Deere green. John Deere green. All right, how about a little bit of 90s country there for you, y'all? So I love 90s country so much, I wrote songs that kind of sound like it. This one right here is called Beta Hook and Cast a Line. It's on my new album over here at the merch table. Y'all be sure to come see us over there. I'd love to talk to you a little bit. God bless you. Here we go. Beta Hook, y'all. Sitting on the bank and I'm feeling fine. Caught the swig and I'm buzzing, had a damn good time. Sun is going down, I'm singing with the crickets and frogs. The water's getting still and the breeze feels good. Got a line out and a beer on the hood. I just got a bite, think I'm gonna reel it in. Anybody ask where I've been, you can tell all your friends I'm out on the lake, casting my cares away, thinking about my daddy and the good old days. And the radio's playing them songs when I need to find a peace of mind. I played a hook and cast a line. Believe me, if I could, I'd go out every day, a spinner baiting worms and the tools and the clay. Just me and my boy talking about the last one he called. If I don't answer my phone, I'll see you when I get home. I'm out on the lake, casting my cares away, making memories with my kids of some good old days. And the radio's playing them songs we all sang along. And when I with a song. Put our coolers there and the time to land the truck. Cast a line, spend some time. Maybe with a little luck, we can tell our long friend we almost reeled it in, but it broke the line as it pulled it to the bank. 50 pounds, 6 foot long, and we watched as it swam off. This is where I find the peace of mind. I paid a hook and cast the line. Cast the line. Cast the line. Thank y'all very much. Hey, we'll see you at the merch table.
So another great set by Kish Moody, and we've got something very, very interesting coming up for you. A battle between Brian Pappas and Diego Vicente Perez. Now, both older fighters. Brian Pappas, we're going to get into his story as we go on with the fight. At 52, yes, that's not a typo, and still a very active fighter with a big height advantage. And Perez often in these weight classes faces a big height and reach advantage, and that is what he's facing here tonight. So we'll see how this one plays out. And again, we'll tell you a little bit more about Brian Pappas as we go. And let's go up to JT.
Folks, it's time for fight number 3. Rick Ross, how you feeling? Are you still doing well?
Good, I feel good.
Y'all know the big obese Rick Ross. That ain't the real Rick Ross, right?
No, he fake.
He's a fake Rick Ross. We got the real Rick Ross in the building. Nashville, Tennessee. It's time for fight 3. Now entering the ring in the blue corner, fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, Diego El Apostol Perez.
Well, here comes Diego Vicente Perez, and he is an Argentine who comes in here with a kind of a pedestrian record, 13-9-2, 11 KOs to his credit, age 40. His last fight in September, he lost in the first round, a TK loss to Michael Masuma. Started his career 13-6, but since that point has not won a fight. He's had 13 losses and 2 draws, and also he's been moving up and up in weight. He started his career at 130. Now he's up at middleweight. That's part of the problem as well. We'll see if he can improve tonight.
And now entering in the red corner, fighting out of Yonkers, New York, Bryant the Spartan Pappas.
Well, Brian Pappas has a life story that is like a movie. He is 52, still boxing, and this gentleman is a police captain in Yonkers, and was one of the responders at 9/11. Got cancer after that. The cancer is now in remission. He has been a promoter, a matchmaker in boxing, and still at age 52, he is in the midst of a 21-year boxing career. I don't even know how he's managed to fit all that into life, but he has.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the evening is scheduled for 8 rounds in the middleweight division, presented to you by Jimmy Adams Promotions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 165.2 pounds, a veteran of 34 professional fights, with 11 of his 13 victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, please welcome Diego El Apostol Perez. And in the red corner, weighing in at 158 pounds, he has a professional record of 23 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw, with 23 wins coming by way of knockout. Sponsored by YWKMN.com, the Kamengo Law Group, and Kamengo Educational Institute, fighting out of Champs Boxing Club, and Congrab Boxing. That's a long intro, man. From Yonkers, New York, please welcome Bryant the Spartan Papas.
All right, boxers, your trunks are looking good. Remember, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Any questions from anybody? You touch gloves and come out swinging.
Fight number 3, let's go.
So we are set to go in this 8-round middleweight encounter. Talked about Brian Pappas. I gave you some of the highlights of what has been a amazing life, in which he was an archaeology student, came home with his degree, and then said, you know what, like everyone else in my family, I'm going to become a policeman. Rose to the rank of captain in the Yonkers Police Department, and all the while has produced all these wonderful boxing moments, and still at age 52, he's on an 8-fight win streak.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 23 wins, all of those by knockout, and he's a very well-spoken, educated guy, great personality, too. He said even regarding that, I have a great manager. But we'll see here tonight. As you see, he also takes his diet very seriously. Look at the shape of him for 52.
Yeah, hey, Al, this is like, this is can inspire you. I want to see you in the ring.
Oh, wow. Well, back in the day, a long time ago I was, but now I don't think, Albert. But you've trained me. I'll get in shape, right?
I'll be right there with you.
All right, you help me. I can use you as inspiration. Yeah, Perez, a 40-year-old himself who, as I mentioned, a longtime veteran of the sport, his career was going in the right direction, and then it wasn't. And he's been stopped 15 times. Yeah. But, you know, there you saw him go to the body. When you look at Perez in a lot of his fights, he's just not very offensive-minded. And, you know, and early in this fight, we've at least seen him produce a little offense with those body shots.
Yeah, and that's something that Pappas even talked about. Perez will switch stances, go to southpaw.
Yeah, and he's doing that a little bit here tonight.
Yeah, I think Perez has definitely been more offensive, and
yeah,
you know, I mean, right now I'd say he's been winning around because he's been more active.
Well, he's the younger man.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Well, we said life begins at 40. He's 40 years old, and the interesting thing is, I watched 5 or 6 fights in video from him. I never saw him coming forward in round number 1. So. That's an improvement. And Pappas, you see him trying to toss in the right hand.
And even in Perez, that record has been lopsided. And you mentioned his best year was 2016. I think he won every fight that year. But since then, his opponents have been 162, 12, and 4. So he's been in tough.
Yeah. It's not as if he hasn't fought some terrific fighters during the course of his time. And that move up in weight as well. Now, for Brian Pappas, you know, he's been a pro since he was 31 years old when he turned pro, and he's fought, you know, continually, though sometimes sporadically, had a few layoffs in the midst of all that, but still has continued fighting while he's done all these other things, matchmaking, promoting, and all the rest.
Saving lives.
Saving, yeah, not to mention saving lives. Yeah, good, very good point. And serving the community. Good body work downstairs by Pappas.
And there's that body shot kind of.
Pappas is a good body puncher, and we've seen some of the knockdowns from him come through body work. So Vicente Perez gets to round number 1 and up to a point was doing very well, though Pappas came back in the latter portion of the round.
And then you'll see this is Perez kind of going to the body first, but then Pappas kind of winging those shots to either side, getting around that guard. But Pappas, as you mentioned, that he suffered that non-Hodgkin's lymphoma enduring chemotherapy, and he kind of, to quote Country Box, started living like he was dying, and that's why he said he wanted to box, do the things in life that he always wanted to do, and that's how he got started. So he loves being out here, loves competing, loves being in the ring.
And he looks good, you know. 52 years old,
Yeah.
man. Constant.
Yeah.
Awesome shape. I mean,
And you know, it's a remarkable story. It's not like he's fighting top 10 fighters, but when you look down his record, some guys are 9-8, some guys have more of a 500, a better 500 record. It's not as if every person he's fighting is some guy that's, hasn't won a fight for a million years. So he's active and he's in there doing his thing. So Perez gets to round number 1, and after that quick start to the round, things tapered off a little bit. We'll see how round number 2 plays out here in this 8-round affair.
and I was thinking like, toward the beginning of the fight, Perez moving around, kind of bouncing around. I thought that kind of threw Pappas off, but now you see Perez is more, flat-footed, not moving around as much, and now he's being able to get hit by Pappas.
Yeah, staying in the pocket a little bit more here.
Yeah, and Pappas even in an interview, he said he's getting a little bit too old to chase his opponents around, so he's hoping that they walk forward.
Yeah, a little body work there by Perez, and Pappas, of course, we've seen him go downstairs to the body. Mentioned it's an 8-rounder. Both these men have been 8 rounds a number of times. But you have to take into account Pappas's age in that regard. So I'm sure Perez would like to get this fight into the later rounds.
Yeah, the pace is kind of starting to slow a little bit for Perez as Pappas is coming forward and really making that effort to shoot down to the body, as you see right there.
Yeah, I don't think Perez wants to go all 8 rounds because, looking at Pappas, that'll be in his favor.
Oh, my. Well, Perez goes down, I presume, from a body punch. It's hard to tell.
No, actually, Perez kind of ducked into a shot.
Oh, okay.
It was going to the body, but he ducked into it.
Yeah, met him where he's going.
It was supposed to be a body shot. All right, well, he's down here in round number 2, and we'll see if Pappas, who, as we mentioned, all his wins have been by stoppage. So that's not new to him. A little left hook by Perez.
Yeah, and Pappas is really making an effort to go down there. And Pappas hasn't been 6 rounds since 2015. That was a loss to Bruce Runkle. Quite a name right there.
It's been a long time. So, hence the concern maybe about going longer in distance. But right now, with that knockdown, he's kind of controlling things offensively. And you can feel him as Perez comes back with a nice little uppercut on the inside. You could feel Pappas thinking if he can go downstairs continually, he might create another knockdown.
Yeah, he's really making an effort to get down there. And Perez is kind of making a little adjustment, but you could see him bending over right there. He does not like those body shots, especially at 40.
Yeah, Perez is doing nice little adjustment with the uppercuts to keep Pappas' head up. And now you can see Pappas really throwing to the body, and that's really, really hurting Perez.
So with moments remaining here in round number 2, a round that creates some drama because Pappas scores a knockdown, and Perez kind of laboring as he heads back to his corner in advance of round 3, and Pappas decides to stand.
Yeah, as you see, and that was,
kind of a right hand maybe.
Yeah, a little right hand right in the midsection right there, and that's what kind of, did it. Probably wasn't really the most clean punch in that put him down, but punch lands, referee sees him fall down, that's a knockdown.
Yeah, no matter what.
Even in that Wilder fight that just happened, so kind of similar.
That was there was something similar to that. Of course, we saw literally everything in the Deontay Wilder Derek Chisora fight that you can see, and some of the things you wanted to unsee.
Yeah, and these guys make Wilder looks like a spring chicken compared to these guys in here. That was a youth battle on that one.
Yeah, really. All right, we head into the next round with Brian Pappas fresh off the knockdown that created a little separation for him against Perez as we head into round number 3.
See, Pappas is using his length a little bit more in this round, getting behind that jab a little bit. A little bit more straight punches from him, but right there, Perez sneaking around that guard. And Perez does seem to have, the hand speed's pretty equal, but it seems like Perez might have the quicker hands. Body shot from Pappas again.
Vicente Perez, he has a habit in all his fights of kind of backing himself into the ropes where he's more vulnerable, and sometimes he doesn't even have to be pushed there. And here he is back in that posture again. And wow, there's a beautiful right hand downstairs from Pappas. Hey, 52 or not, he can throw body punches.
Oh, yeah.
So for the second time in this fight, Perez is down. And this is pretty early in the round. We have a little over 2 minutes, or a little under 2 minutes left to go in this round. And Brian Pappas zeroed in on the body. Ripping shots, and that one sends Perez down again.
He might be down. Oh. Man, like look at Brian Pappas just sit, like, the way he's standing in the corner.
He's in police mode right now.
Oh,
yeah, I think so. All right, two knockdowns already in this round, and we still have over a minute left to go in this round. And Brian Pappas ripping body shots, almost created another knockdown there. He hasn't thrown a headshot in about a minute and a half, and advisedly so. Just going downstairs continually.
Yeah, and when Perez goes in that corner, that's when Pappas really gets to unload of those body shots right there.
Yeah, he's in good position to be hit to the body, and the 52-year-old Brian Pappas keeps doing it. The countdown's kind of on in this round. 47 seconds left. Perez trying to get through it, landing some counter punches, Perez, which is a great idea to keep the referee from stepping in.
Yeah, he gotta get it out of the corner. I mean, he's backing his way in, and he's a target.
Perez can land when he throws. There's another body shot. Third knockdown of this round.
This could be it. Oh.
He's got a little break for that mouthpiece as well. We'll see if the ref just sticks it back in.
And I think this one is going to be called. And Perez complaining a bit, but that was the third knockdown in this round, all from body shots, and the referee felt that this one needed to be stopped. And so for Brian Pappas, the 52-year-old from New York, police captain in the Yonkers Police Department, a man who has worn many hats in his life, wears the hat of a winner tonight.
And then you see that's the story of the fight right there. Just going down to that body, hits that holster that Perez has right there. That's that police officer. He found that gun mark and went straight down there. And you see him kind of using his length to get around that guard, going to the body. And that was that. 3 of those in this round, and ref said no more.
Yeah, I mean, how many he's probably landed? Probably 60 or so. Like, I mean, going straight to the
body. A lot of
body
punches, that's for sure.
It's a lot to take.
So Brian Pappas, at age 52, gets his 24th knockout victory. Every one of his wins have come by knockout. And he is kind of a marvel. And fighting fighters at this level, you know, he's just carved out a perfect niche for himself. And he's a good technician in the ring, obviously. He has managed boxers, and he knows the game very, very well. Helped with young boxers as well, among his many accomplishments that we've talked about. And he continues to show his wares. And wonderful exchange between those two as we're getting ready for the announcement from JT Conway. Let's go up to JT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, by way of TKO, Brian the Spartan Pappas. Yeah.
So Brian Pappas wins by TKO, his 24th stoppage
Trying to get the
as
check going for you, Brian.
Every win he has.
Hey, Brian, I want to grab you for just 1 second, man. That was really impressive. But what's even more impressive, tell me something. I heard a rumor. Are you 52 years old?
Yes, I am.
That is correct. This dude, he is knocking dudes out at 52 years old, man. That is inspiring. We all want to know, what's the trick, man? How do we look like you at 52? I don't look like you at 42. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you have to have a supporting family, a supporting community, supporting family, friends, fans, everybody.
That's what's up, man. Well, you definitely gained some fans tonight. Now, I'll be honest, as far as guys I've introduced, you had the longest intro. You're sponsored by everybody in your hometown. Your hometown must love you, man. The Yonkers stands up for Brian the Spartan Pappas. Yeah, you want to give a shout out to those guys?
Yeah, definitely. Sponsors, youwillknowmyname.com for the best in silk screening and boxing apparel. Also the Comegno Law Group and the Comegno Education Institute. I've been around for a long time. I'm probably sponsored by the dinosaurs, you know?
Hey, that's funny, man. That's good stuff. Well, dude, it's been a real pleasure. Rick Ross, 52 years old, man. I ain't even gonna ask you, Rick, over, under. What do you think, Rick's over, under 52? We'll say maybe just, it's a push. It's a push. All right, y'all, put your hands together for Brian, the Spartan Pappas.
All right, so Brian Pappas demonstrating his very congenial personality, and he is a marvel, really, an interesting man, and still working at age 52. Let's go up to JT.
All right, folks, we are going to keep the action rolling here at Plaza Mariachi in Nashville, Tennessee. Fight number 4 now entering the ring in the blue corner. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Simone Catwoman da Silva.
Well, as you see the numbers for these women, we're going to see Simone da Silva come into the ring. She is a Brazilian who's had a 21-year pro career. Her last fight was January 30th, a loss to Stevie Morgan. She was down twice in that fight, but went to 4 rounds. We'll talk about it more as we go, but she has fought just about everybody you can fight and with a name in women's boxing. And though she's a journeyman, she has had a good career in being a gatekeeper to some of these great women fighters.
And now entering the ring in the red corner, fighting out of the BK, Brooklyn, stand up, Kiara Speedy Deturi.
Chiara Deturi, talk about a story. A 32-year-old who is a high school health and physical ed teacher at Dewey High School, John Dewey High School in New York. She is a woman who emigrated from Italy when she was a youngster. Her parents got divorced. She persevered in boxing. That became her main interest, along with being an educator, and it has helped her in life do some very special things. And we look again at the numbers in this fight, and some of the physical numbers very similar. Clearly Da Silva, the older of the two, and Deturi more accomplished in her pro career.
All right, Rick, I'm excited for this one, man. I've been looking forward to this one all night. Our next big fight of the evening scheduled for 6 rounds in the featherweight division. Brought to you by my guy, Jimmy Adams Promotions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 137.6 pounds, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Y'all get this, a veteran of 55 professional fights. Please welcome Simone Catwoman da Silva. And in the red corner, she weighed in at an even 137 pounds, fighting out of Brooklyn, with a professional record of 12 wins, 2 defeats, 5 wins, coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Kiara Speedy Deturi.
All right, boxers, trunks are looking good. Remember, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Any questions from anybody? Touch gloves. Come out swinging.
Brazil versus Brooklyn. Let's go.
So, a couple of veteran fighters, though one older than the other. I mentioned Da Silva has fought against many top women. O'Shea Jones, who's now middleweight champ. many-time champion Amanda Serrano, Stephanie Pinheiro, who just fought for a title, Stephanie Hahn, another world champion. She has been in against the best in women's boxing, and they have an interesting history in terms of some siblings they fought.
Yeah, so yes, Simone de Silva fought Reina Tejas. She challenged Amanda Serrano. So did Simone, but also Deturi fought the younger sister Tejas, Gabby Tejas, so they share that in common. Both of them did take a loss to him.
Yeah, overhand right by De Silva. Very good shot to begin this round.
Yeah, and De Silva's due for a win. She's lost about 25 of her last in a row, but as we said, due for a win and against good competition.
Well, she started her career 14-3, and she's gone 3-35 since. So that's an often repeated situation with these fighters that kind of become journeymen. Obviously, she's fought some amazing competition. But this is a fight I think she probably marked down in their calendar and said, you know, I can make this really competitive. And she's shown some indications of that here in round one.
Yeah, she came out with a good overhand right, and you see already Deturi is kind of using her feet a little bit, stepping back, and really using that lead left hand of hers.
Deturi comes in off a 8-round win over Colleen Davis in her last fight.
Yeah, you can see like Simone, like her shots are landing and really kind of affecting her opponent. So I mean, it's good to see.
Deturi's feeling some of those overhand rights by De Silva. Deturi is a little bit of a slow starter. In a couple of her fights, takes her a round or two to get things working perfectly. And De Silva's having a pretty good first round here.
Yeah, a little bit of off balance from them, but as you mentioned that with Deturi, a little slow starter. One of those losses was to Jacob Green. She was 3-6-1 at the time, but now Green's all the way up there at 9-8-1. So she kind of caught an opponent that was on a hot streak or beginning one.
So that'll do it for round number one in this this 6-round featherweight battle.
Those 2-minute rounds fly by too.
Yeah, and a pretty good first round for De Silva, who, as we mentioned, is coming here not doing as well as she'd like. But that first round was a fairly good round. It was actually a very good round for her.
Yeah, I think it was a great round for De Silva. Deturi definitely, I felt like De Silva kind of got Deturi off balance. You know, I don't feel like she felt like she was comfortable in the ring at all. We're going to see how she's going to come out, Deturi. But if De Silva can continue that kind of that little pressure and throwing her off, it'll be a good fight or a good day for De Silva.
Well, we're headed into round number two of this six-rounder, and Deturi, who is a very good ring technician, she has good. She normally throws good combinations, has an excellent left hook and right hand. But speaking of right hands, De Silva's has landed on a number of occasions.
And you can see like just the attitude, the body language of Deturi, how she came out. Like, she noticed she lost the first round, but she's come out a little bit more aggressive, even though she did get caught with that overright.
Yeah, she'll be, and she is, in fact, showing us here. And she's a very good body puncher, and there she is working downstairs. And against the 42-year-old, that would make sense. She has had some interesting things, Deturi, happening to her. There's a movie from an Italian filmmaker, mentioned that she emigrated from Italy, a documentary about her and her journey in boxing and her ability to use her faith and other things to come back. And the documentary is called The Saint of Brooklyn, and it talks about her work as a school teacher and all the rest. So that movie that came out, and an Italian film, kind of showed what she's all about.
Oh my! Off balance.
That was off balance, but she went down very, very hard. It was kind of a push.
Well, Deturi's trying to, at the moment, she's looking for that check left hook, but she's doing it going backwards, and I think she tried to get an angle for it and just got caught with that right hand right on the back and went down.
Yeah,
warning for holding on the inside. I actually thought she was working on the inside, Deturi, but
yeah, she had a free hand open.
Yeah, and when they've been on the inside, Deturi's been able to do very good work in there, and for the most part in this round, that's been the main point of this round. Her work on the inside.
Yeah, Deturi needs to definitely get more on the inside and then also press the issue. you know, because you're fighting against an older fighter. Like, why not press the issue? Why not try to get her tired? Like how she came out in the first at the beginning of the second round.
Round two, a better round for Deturi, certainly, except for this odd moment where she was pushed. It was a right hand. Simone De Silva was trying to land the right, and she went down hard. But a round in which you could probably make a strong case that Deturi came back to win that one.
Yeah, and you see that's that left hand I'm talking about. She was looking for a counter kind of left hook, check hook right there. But I liked at the start of that round she was tripling, doubling that jab and pushing Brown backward or De Silva backwards, and that's what she's got to do.
Yeah, she got to come out with more pressure, and like, I mean, that was like one thing that I don't think De Silva liked. You know, like she wasn't ready for that. That was the first time we seen her going backwards.
Yeah, and the body work very effective for Deturi. Deturi 12-2, 5 KOs. Mentioned she's from Brooklyn, New York at age 32, and De Silva from Sao Paulo, Brazil, 42-year-old who is in the 21st year of her pro career. There's the overhand right from De Silva, which was kind of absent in round number 2.
Yeah, and that's what Deturi's jab has been kind of absent to start this round in this first 10 seconds, and that's what she's got to get behind to really, like you see right there, that's what's going to allow her to push Simone backwards and get on the inside.
Yeah, she needs to let that double, triple jabs go, and then like follow up with a couple body shots.
So rounds 1 and 2 kind of defined very well. The first round clearly De Silva's, and the second round probably most assuredly Deturi's. So it almost feels like we're even heading into these 4 final rounds.
What is Deturi's? Are those Louis Vuitton trunks, Albert? Is that what those are?
You know, honestly, they are.
They do look pretty. Yeah.
With the shiny shoes. I like the shoes.
Not surprising. Good jab by De Silva. She hasn't used that punch too much in this fight.
And there's that right hand coming back, and that's what Deturi's got to be careful about because she's looking for that left hook. But she would be best suited, as we said, to kind of get behind that jab and get Simone on her back foot.
Well, and working to get on the inside would be Deturi's. When she was on the inside in round number 2, she just dominated all the action. And again, these rounds fly by. We have a little over a half minute left, and in women's boxing, the 2-minute rounds, you only have so much time to get done what you need to get done. And De Silva has had a pretty good bounce back round, I think, here in round number 3, but. You know, good work from Deturi as well in this round. Yeah. Good left hook, but De Silva counters with her own. Yeah, so that check left hook that Justin talked about did land for Deturi.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for, but right here is where she's probably best suited, but she's got to be careful, especially with that right hand coming back.
Yeah, she needs to, like you said, she needs to follow up with the jab before coming in, because that's what she's getting caught on. She's getting caught without, like, having
She's trying to counter right now when she should be first.
Yeah.
Well, and from De Silva's standpoint, she found the key again in round number 3 with the overhand rights and even mixed in more jabs. And so from her standpoint, she probably thinks she took back some of the play in that round from Deturi.
Yeah, we mentioned De Silva. She's faced great opponents like former unified champ or undisputed. Now she's unified, and Amanda Serrano. And interesting, the trainer of Popper, Jose Guzman, is working with Serrano now too. So
yeah, we're going to see Jose Guzman later with Josh Popper, and he is an assistant trainer with Amanda Serrano. And lots of storylines here tonight, that's for sure. And we're heading into round 3 of this 6-rounder in what is turning out to be a very interesting featherweight matchup.
You see right there, that's Deturi looking to counter once again. She doesn't want to quite – I like her when she's first like that instead of trying to counter what's coming back at her from De Silva.
Yeah, even when she's like just throwing those jabs, they might not be landing, but they're pushing, De Silva back.
Deturi is by nature more of a counter puncher. That's kind of the way she's built her boxing approach, and a very good ring technician. But in this case, De Silva getting in a good left hand. In this case, being the aggressor against De Silva seems like it's the better operative plan.
Yeah, and I mean, her nickname is Speedy. She said she got that when she walked into Gleason's gym and she was shadow boxing, being quick. But there's a big overhand right from her right there. But she's trying to use that hand speed in here.
Yeah, but she's like, she's fighting against a veteran that's seen it all. So it's kind of hard for her to get that. She needs to get behind that jab.
There's the work on the inside. I mean, every time they're there, though she's guilty a little bit of a holding and hitting, and the referee will give her a warning for that. But that's where Deturi has had her best moments. And in this round, it's been kind of a 50-50 situation, but when she's gotten in there, it's been very effective. And we're already down to a half-minute left to go here in the fourth round. And there's Deturi on the inside working again.
Yeah, now that also does take a lot of energy out of you. You saw she tried to push her off, but Simone is a strong, she's a strong fighter as well. She was kind of able to hold her ground there and came back with the right hand.
Yeah.
So moments to go here in round number 4 as this one is a very close one, but punctuated by 2 big shots by Simone de Silva. And even though Deturi gave us some commentary by shaking her head, no, they didn't hurt me, they did land. So very close round in that one.
Yeah, with these 2-minute rounds, something like that, you saw that quick left hook right there from De Silva. Something like that at the end of the round could sneak it for him if the round was close enough, and that might be a Silva round finishing with that quick little right left.
I think I'd say, to me, my scorecard, I'd have 4-0 right now for De Silva.
Well, I thought Deturi won 1 round for sure.
Round 2, I believe.
But you can make a case I think strong case for those other 3 that De Silva would have won, and that would be putting her ahead at this juncture if, in fact, that's what the judges are seeing.
Now that last one was a close one. Those shots at the end could definitely play a factor as well, and kind of that last-minute decision for the judge on who gets it.
Kind of like a punctuation.
Well, De Silva, who hasn't had a win in a long time, is looking to turn her fortunes around here.
Yeah, it's like a baseball team when they lost a lot. They're due for a win at some point.
Yeah, and you can make this is one of her better performances in recent times.
And that's Deturi being first and able to kind of jump De Silva and kind of, as you see, go down to that body, especially with that jab.
Yeah, the underused jab of Deturi has been a big factor because that would get her in the inside to work the body and the head.
Yeah.
And once she's in there, it's incumbent upon her to be busier, and De Silva would like to kind of tie her up a little bit and then get things at range.
Yeah, and even when she throws those combos and they're landing off De Silva's gloves, that's all right because you're still kind of holding her guard up like that and allows her freedom to come in and throw a combo, but she's trying to get out after.
Good right hand by Deturi as she pins De Silva against the ropes. And their big left hook. She was looking for that left hook. You could feel her hunting it, and that one affected De Silva in a big way. It's a seminal moment in this fight, perhaps, and there goes Deturi working very hard.
And she's in the range now where she was kind of close enough to counter while slipping and coming back with that left hook instead of taking that step back.
Here's the hand speed of Deturi. That is definitely something she has going for her. And De Silva complaining about low blows in the middle of that onslaught. That's pretty amazing. Uppercuts, everything landing for Deturi, but De Silva, she is taking these shots.
Yeah, she's looking right at her.
I mean, it's costing her the round, but she's hanging in there. And Deturi working both the body and the head to close out this round.
I don't know, like De Silva was just showing that you can't hurt me? Or?
Yeah, she was being a punching bag in the corner there, but she looks unfazed for them. I mean, a couple of those shots you saw her blinking her eyes, but I think they weren't the most damage-causing for her at the moment.
The thing is, I think it really got her tired. I think that maybe just her age.
But that's what I'm talking about with the combination punching, because De Silva kind of, when she goes in that guard, she hasn't really thrown too much back. She will counter occasionally, but that's the key for Deturi, is just to keep on her, keep the pressure.
So round 5, an excellent round for Chiara Deturi, the fighter from Italy who is now living in Brooklyn, New York, where she is a school teacher at John Dewey High School. And here, as we head into the final portion of this fight, things are still definitely in doubt. And De Silva taking a long time to get up off of that stool. And we are headed into the final round of this 6-rounder. Can Detouri continue the work she did in the last round? You could make a case. It may or may not be essential for her.
You're seeing a different Silva right now, and Detouri definitely needs to jump on it.
Yeah, well, as Al mentioned, the slow starting for Detouri, as you see, it's evidence right here in the 6th round. She's pouring it on to Silva at the moment.
Still got a minute 30 left.
And she is ripping the body shots and the head shots to Detouri. She would love to get a knockdown, I'm sure, in this round. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
De Silva just kind of goes down on her own, and that will be called a knockdown.
She shakes in her head no right now. This might be. Let's see. And I don't think so.
Done.
Yeah, it's over.
Wow.
So this one is, in fact, over. And for Chiara Detouri, this was a doubt-filled fight in some of the rounds. However, she was able to come back very strong in round 5 and then here in round 6. And just, I think the body work and everything she did in the 5th round just made De Silva wilt. And then here in the last round, she's on the inside working. And
this is where De Silva walks over and pretty much says no mas. But, yeah, it was the body shots that led to it especially. And she looked at her corner and shook her head no. And that shows you the body work and the pressure that Detouri was applying late was able to do that.
Took a long time for De Silva to get off of her stool for that final round.
Yeah, it was kind of like she didn't want to begin. Mm-hmm. So.
And it turned out she did not have left in the tank for that 6th round. So for Chiara Detouri, who at age 32 still has aspirations of getting into the upper echelon of her weight class in women's boxing, keeps those hopes alive with a win, though a hard-fought win over Simone De Silva, who yet again fights another very good woman fighter. And tonight she brought her game, De Silva, but at age 42 it wasn't quite enough against Chiara Detouri, who will get her 13th win as a professional.
Yeah, definitely talking about a change in events, in boxing. To see, to me, I thought De Silva was winning the fight for sure. I mean, if it might have been a 4-round fight, I would have said De Silva would have won.
Yeah,
I mean, just those last.
She was probably ahead.
Yeah.
Could be ahead 3-2 going into that last round. It's conceivable. So, in any case, it becomes an academic point now, and Detouri will have her hand raised as the victor.
But her kids don't.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a fight! Man, that might be fight of the night right there. The rest of these guys got their work cut out for them. That was an amazing fight. At 53 seconds of the 6th round by TKO, from Brooklyn, Chiara Speedy Detouri.
So the students at John Dewey High School in New York will be celebrating, and they're going to hear from their teacher right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have your winner with me, Chiara Speedy Detouri. Am I saying that right, Chiara? Hey, that was a heck of a fight. I was sitting over here with all these guys, and they couldn't get enough. Very tough opponent. Talk about the opponent.
She's a veteran. She's got over 50 fights, you guys heard, so she has a lot of ring experience, and I saw that in the beginning. I made the adjustments.
You really did, and that was an incredible battle. I mean, you didn't just dominate from the start and put your head down and win. You had to battle back from some adversity. When's the last time you were in the ring before this?
8 months ago.
8 months ago, so a tough training camp up in Brooklyn. Yeah, nice. Did y'all drive down here from BK?
No, we flew in.
Oh, dang, y'all are fancy up there in Brooklyn, huh? That's what's up. All right, cool. So you're a Nets fan? You're a Biggie Smalls fan? I'm trying to think what else I know about Brooklyn. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's that Jay-Z guy, huh? Yeah, I've heard about him once or twice. So that's cool. Well, you think we'll be able to see you back down here in Nashville again soon?
I'll be back in May.
In May? That's right around the corner. Okay, cool. Well, Speedy Detouri, it's very nice to meet you. Y'all put your hands in. Yeah, do a shout out for sure.
So I want to do a shout out to all my family and friends who are watching on the stream tonight. I appreciate you guys, my family, my friends, Badass Academy crew, you know who you are, Sunday 8 a.m. class, and all my sponsors that supported me, Gleason's Gym, TMA Management, thank you guys, and last but not least, Country Box. You guys put on a fantastic show. Thank you.
Hey, that's how you do an interview right there. Hey, Albert Hainsworth can't get enough of the shorts, the shoes, the whole combo. He wants to know, where can he get some of those in a size 15? You gotta hook him up. They don't gotta. Hey, very nice to meet you. Have a great night. Have a good time. All right, guys, we're gonna throw it back to my guy. You ready back there?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. Kish Mooney!
Virginia girl, slow dance sway. Carolina girl, lead the way. Georgia girl, sweet and wild. Florida girl, stay a while. Alabama girl, stay home. Mississippi queen, moving slow. Every mile south of that basin line. That kind of fire takes its time. Different towns, different skies. Same kind of pull in their eyes. You don't feel it, you hear it rolling. Whole damn place stops when they walk in. Southern girls from the kid. They don't break the men they've been. So bend it down, take the fight. Pull you close, lift you high. Sweet lips, tea strong and slow. Never mind, girl, don't you know? Shake that thing all night long. Southern girls, this is your song. Louisiana girl, Bourbon Street nights, Arkansas girl, barefoot ride. Daisy Dukes, Planet Plenty, and Glow, show me Missouri girl, woo, let it show. Texas girl, bring your knees and grin. Kentucky girl, holding on loving. Tennessee girl, standing strong. Oklahoma girl, with a woman in all. They don't rush, they don't break, they don't fall for someone's sake. Scheming and lying, so when it's wrong, that kind of woman really turns me on. Southern girls from the kid, they don't break the men they've been. Some men top, tear the fight, pull you close, lift you high. Sweeter than sweet tea, strong and slow. Never mind, girl, don't you know? Shake that thing all night long. Southern girls, this is your song. She likes to shine more to the sound. Out on the dance floor, spinning round. Short and sweet, long and tall. Southern girl, this is your song. I just want to thank my friend, Mr. Cashville, for these nice shirts right here. Fed Painted Apparel, y'all. Thank you, my friend. Y'all, hey, y'all, we have so much fun here in Nashville with all of our Tennessee friends. So this next song is one of my theme songs. It's the original song coming up our new album, Highway Circus. This song's called Midnight Smoke.
everybody. Kish, how's your Japanese, man? You know much Japanese? I don't think that's Japanese, man. That's not Japanese at all. Hey, I got one of the greatest fighters in the country right now. A proud fighter from Japan. Y'all put your hands together for Miss Mio Yoshida. She's here with my man, Marty Hopwood. Good to see you, sir. Now listen, this is all written in Japanese. I'm gonna do my best to translate it. Okay, let's see what we got. So please welcome Mio Yoshida. That's when y'all clap. Yeah. Hey, Miss Yoshida, she's the former IBF world champion, current #1 ranked IBF fighter. The IBF mandated that Mio is gonna fight the winner of the world championship fight between Shanika Johnson and Dina Thorsland. Who do you think's gonna win that?
Pardon me?
Who do you think's gonna win that?
I think it's going to be Dina.
You think Dina's gonna take it? And then we know what's gonna happen after that. You're gonna do work, right? All right, so listen, y'all stay tuned for more updates. In the meantime, Mio is staying active by fighting multiple bouts. Told you this is in Japanese. It's a little tricky until that happens. Mio, I'm gonna pass you the mic, okay? And by the way, this is your daughter? What's your name?
Mina.
Mina? Very nice to meet you. All right, here you are, ma'am.
Hello, everyone in Nashville. Nice to meet you. I'm Mio Yoshida. I'm new to Nashville, but have fallen in love with the people and the city of Nashville, and hope to come back soon.
Hey, that was well done. Your English is much better than my Japanese, I have to say. Rick, how's your Japanese? You got anything? Terrible. Sushi. He only says sushi, that's it. Okay, so Mio, by the way, real quick, make sure if you got your phones, I know you got IG, get off OnlyFans, man. Get on IG real quick. Check out Mio_Yoshida_, 2 underscores. All right, now your next fight is on April 25th, right around the corner in Boston. What's your next goal after that?
We are planning now to fight in Nashville in August. Hopefully, hopefully at the Japanese festival. Hey, Nashville, what do you think? Yeah? Yes. Please come to watch the fight. I will definitely become a world champion again this year. Thank you. Arigato.
You did awesome. That was really cool. That was my first interview in Japanese. I think we both did good. I think you did better. Hey, y'all put your hands together one more time for Miss Mio Yoshida. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yep. Got a bow like that. Albert Hainsworth, that's how you do it like that.
All righty, well, nice guest, and one of the top women's boxers who could be fighting for a world title very soon. Let's continue our action now. We've got Jordy Gonzalez and Rensley Washington. Gonzalez, an undefeated young fighter. You've seen him before here on Country Box, and he is going to have an age advantage over Rensley Washington, and you can see he's been a little more successful in his pro career, though don't be deceived because Washington is a veteran who's fought better than that record would indicate, and so they are ready to do battle, and for that, let's go up to JT.
All right, folks, it's time for your main event of the evening. Now, entering the ring in the blue corner, from Cincinnati, Ohio, Rensley, Mr. Smooth Washington.
And here comes Rensley Washington. He is, as you saw, a fighter who comes in with a 2-11 record. He's a 30-year-old from Cincinnati. Last fight was November 15th, He lost a 4-round decision to Miguel Mendez. He is a southpaw, so he brings that to the ring this evening. And Jordi Gonzalez is into the 11th undefeated fighter that Washington has faced among his 13 opponents. So he's been in with some good fighters.
All right, now, Rick, what were you telling me before we introduced the red corner? What was popping off at the weigh-ins?
Oh, man, they had a few words at the weigh-in, so this one is going to be fire.
This one might be personal, huh? Hey, let's get it going. Now entering the ring, in the red corner, guess where he's from, y'all? Nashville, Tennessee, Jordi El Pocho Gonzalez.
Jordi Gonzalez, you hear the fans erupt. He is a Nashville resident. Lots of pomp and circumstance to his entry. 3-0 as a professional, looking for yet another win. And he is a 19-year-old with a bright future ahead of him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the evening is scheduled for 6 rounds in the lightweight division, presented to you by Jimmy Adams Promotions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 134.6 pounds, fighting out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Rensley, Mr. Smooth Washington. And in the red corner, weighing in at 134.6 pounds, fighting out of the 615, Nashville, Tennessee. He holds a professional record, 3 wins, no defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Here he is, your boy, Jordi El Pocho Gonzalez.
Listen to me, keep it clean at all times, okay? Touch them up. Good luck, God bless.
Co-main event, let's go!
So this 6-rounder with lightweights, Jordi Gonzalez and Rensley Washington. Gonzalez making his 3rd Country Box appearance. We saw him in October when he beat Gregory Lee, also a left-hander. And the last time Gonzalez was in the ring was March 22nd, not that long ago, when he won a 4-round decision over Joseph Elzey. And I mentioned Washington has not fought since November.
Yeah, and you mentioned as well all those undefeated opponents Washington has had. Combined, they're 26-0-1, so as we said, been in tough. Another test right here tonight.
Yeah, it's not that they had long winning streaks, but they were all undefeated. And so he's faced some fighters like Jordi Gonzalez at the beginning of their career who have put together some wins.
And he's got a win against a 4-0 opponent as well in the form of Delvin McKinney all the way back in 2020. So he has beaten an undefeated opponent like this before.
Gonzalez, a very good body puncher. We saw some of that in his fight with Gregory Lee.
Yeah, and Gonzalez himself, he describes himself as a little bit of a slow starter, so he's really excited to be in a 6-round fight, so he says you could actually have a plan and kind of break somebody down. So he's taking his time to start this as well, going against a southpaw. Good jab with the body right to start this fight, though, from Washington.
Yeah, you could definitely tell, like, Gonzalez is studying Washington, knowing, where to get in, where to, kind of put the pressure and how he reacts.
Mentioned that he fought Gregory Lee, also a left-hander, in his last Country Box appearance. Gonzalez, he's trying to cut the ring off on Rensley Washington III.
Yeah, and I was surprised watching tape on Washington. You see the 2-11. I even fell in that trap, but he's probably one of the better 2-11s out there, as you can see right away. He's still, got some flaws, but not bad for 2-11, I'd say.
No, he's a he's a solid fighter who understands how to box. Minute left to go here in round number 1 of the 6th rounder, our co-main event this evening. Al Bernstein, Albert Hainsworth, Justin Brown. We're happy you joined us for this country box, and things are starting to heat up here in round number 1 with Gonzalez landing a big right hand and putting Washington against the ropes with under a minute left to go in this round.
Yeah, you see Gonzalez is really getting that angle right there, getting his foot outside, and that's what's allowing that straight right hand. Landed about 3 of them so far in this round.
And all his punches have been with power. Gonzalez, and that's right there. That's kind of changed Washington's kind of approach.
Yeah, Gonzalez is also a very good body puncher. We haven't seen that as much yet, but he is landing upstairs a lot here in this round. And only seconds left to go in what turned out to be a very good first round for Jordi Gonzalez, especially the last minute of it.
Yeah, he started to get that time in a little bit to finish that round, especially with that right hand.
So round 1 in the books, and here's some of what made that a good round for Gonzalez.
And you see that was just a quick timed right hand, and then he feints that right hand, goes for that left, but that's what Jordi's able to do. And he says fighting in front of his hometown, as we mentioned, you heard that crowd kind of pop for him. He says it makes him nervous, actually, fighting in front of his hometown crowd. So I think he shook off a little bit of that nervousness with those straight right hands.
Yeah, he did. I mean, like he studied the guy for about half a round, and he started firing and opened up, and then you can tell, like, just that. Like, I think he took control of the first round. You know, it was a little bit slow, but I think he took control of it towards the end.
The last minute was very effective for Gonzalez. He elects to stand in between rounds. So we're headed into round number 2 of this 6-rounder with these lightweights. Gonzalez, only 19 years of age, a delightful young man who has a very pleasant disposition, and he is building up a nice fan base here in Nashville. Big uppercut attempt from Gonzalez that didn't quite get there.
Yeah, you see Jordi Gonzalez is really trying to get his foot outside of the southpaw right here, and you see Washington's trying to turn him, but Gonzalez has got him in the corner here.
Good right hand downstairs and upstairs. Jordi Gonzalez, compared to the very first time he fought as a pro, he has made amazing strides. He has become a much better technical fighter, and right now you're seeing evidence of that.
Yeah, but that has to do with the age as well. Just as we mentioned, 19 years old, made a big jump from 18 to 19 in terms of progression.
Yeah, it's exciting just to see him grow here on Country Box.
Yeah, the jab, very effective when you use it against the lefty. Some right-handers fail to use it, and he's using it, and a good straight right hand. So he is really putting Washington on his heels here in round number 2. And not a lot coming back from Rensley Washington.
And that's what Washington's going to have to do, that quick check right hook, because you see Jordi is really trying to get outside, get that angle for his right hand. And that right hook is kind of leading where Jordi's going into, so we'll see if Washington kind of goes for it.
Halfway through round number 2. And Jordi Gonzalez continues his assault.
Good variation with that right hand, too. He's looped a few as well as the straight ones, and even snuck a really tight short one in. And there's that looping one again.
And he's trying to do that loop one to the body.
Gonzalez showing us the body assault that we talked about earlier, but he has found a home for that straight right hand, and it is like a laser beam. With under a minute left to go in round number 2 of this 6-rounder, and Jordi Gonzalez has made the most of all of this second round.
And I like that uppercut that Gonzalez is going to when he kind of has Washington pinned against the ropes. Here he tries it right there from range, and that chopping left hand.
So Gonzalez working Rensley Washington over in the corner. And Washington trying to counter off those ropes, but not quite getting it done. And Gonzalez going downstairs, big left uppercut, sends Washington down. Washington barely beats the count. Gonzalez has tried that left uppercut a number of times. That one got there, and now he's trying to finish things off, but doesn't quite have the time to do it in round number 2. Big event here in the second round.
I think that was his first uppercut that I saw, and that's the one just landed perfectly.
He was going to it a few times, but you'll see it right here. When Washington kind of ducks down against those ropes, that's when Gonzalez was looking for that uppercut, and he found that space for it. You'll see it right here. Oh, that was that chopping left hand coming over the top. Another variation. He's got great variation with the shots. And then I think we'll see the uppercut in a minute right here.
But right there.
You'll see right there, he gets his head lined up for it, frames him a little bit, comes through with that uppercut. That's that Mexican-style offense right there.
And props to Rensley Washington for getting up from that knockdown, a demonstration of his grit. And so, round number 2, 10-8 round for sure for Jordi Gonzalez as he continues to dominate. That started about the 1.5-minute mark of round 1, and he has dominated everything since. And we head into round number 3 with Rensley Washington, the veteran, 30-year-old, trying to kind of get things back on track if he can. But he is hanging in there and trying to get some offense mounted.
Yeah, that's what his corner was telling Washington to let his hands go. It's kind of hard to let his hands go when you got a guy that's like Gonzalez is chopping. Every punch is devastating.
Yeah, the pressure from Gonzalez is impressive, and he tried that left uppercut again. Washington is trying to counter back, but just not having much success here.
Yeah, he's ready to go down.
The right hand continues to land for Jordi Gonzalez, the 19-year-old from Nashville, giving his home fans a treat so far.
Yeah, Jordi is going to work in here, but look, everything is coming in hard from Gonzalez, and he's having success with it. We'll see the refs kind of taking a look at it right now.
Another right hand by Gonzalez, and Washington staggers into the ropes, and we have half of this round left.
And I see Washington's mouthpiece get knocked out. Yeah, I thought so.
Now that is something Gonzalez could kind of take as a pro. Not everything in those corners has to be hard. He could kind of line him up for some shots like he did with that uppercut, but it is hard with the crowd behind him. We'll see if he goes for the finish in a minute here.
And he's landing a lot of big shots halfway through this round, and it'll seem like an eternity for Rensley Washington. Jordi Gonzalez cannot miss with the right hand. He has landed it so many times.
Yep, from different angles too. And Washington is a tough dude. Only been stopped once, as we mentioned. All those 11 losses, all undefeated, but tough dude. Only stopped in one of those.
Round 3, the onslaught has continued for Jordi Gonzalez after scoring a knockdown in round number 2. And showing us a variety of punches. There is no punch that you can throw that Gonzalez hasn't thrown tonight.
No, he's got that old school Mexican style, especially the way he kind of wings those uppercuts in and follows you around the ring.
Yeah, it's very hard to.
And moving his head when he comes in, which against opponents of a higher caliber will be important. So half a minute left to go in round number 3, and Rensley Washington trying to get through this round. He has shown amazing grit and determination in this fight. And again, the uppercut getting in for Gonzalez. Finally, Washington holding a little bit. The crowd chanting Gonzalez's name. You can't ask for more than that fighting in your home crowd. And just seconds remaining here in this round. Big round for Jordi Gonzalez.
Yeah, so much for that slow starter on the 3 rounds so far. He's just poured in onslaught. We'll see kind of, as we mentioned, his first 6-rounder, and you see the effort that he's putting in right here in these replays. That straight right hand, as Al mentioned, has been landing at will. Went to it 3 times there. 2 of them landed flush. And then that kind of, he's got variation in that left hand especially. You see him right there winging that right hand around. Great job at cutting off the ring and following you too.
Yeah, he's definitely been stalking Washington. Like, I mean, he's putting in massive pressure on him. and he's landing with some great shots. So I'm just impressed that Washington's still standing. I mean, because he's taking a beat.
His tenacity in this fight is remarkable, Rensley Washington, as that young man, Jordi Gonzalez, has tested him severely. And the work of Jordi Gonzalez has been very, very impressive in this fight. Facing a left-hander and a veteran at that, and he has just been so effective. So we're heading into round number 4, this scheduled 6-rounder. First time Gonzalez has been scheduled to go 6. And he's already got a knockdown in this fight, and he is blasting away against Rensley Washington.
Yeah, I really like what I see from Gonzalez. He caught a lot of those shots with his hands, too. I'm telling you, it's just a great Mexican style that he's working on in that gym, as you mentioned, his improvements, as he goes to work in the corner again.
And that was an overhand right. We've seen more straight rights from Gonzalez.
Let your hands go.
Washington's corner urging him to punch more, and he's trying. It's not as if Washington has just stood there. He has tried to counterpunch Gonzalez effectively, but to no avail.
Yep, and that's why this fight's still going, because he will throw back even when he's taking the beatings.
Again, the right hand from Gonzalez. That's a repeated theme in this fight.
Yeah, going upstairs down to the body, and continues to just stalk down Washington corner to corner. You see him cut off the ring right there.
I mean, yeah, just to see a young fighter, 19 years old, this has been his 4th fight, to show an array of punches that he's been throwing. I mean, they're all with power.
There was Washington throwing a beautiful check hook as he was getting off the ropes. It did land, but it just didn't stop Jordi Gonzalez. So what makes what Jordi Gonzalez is doing tonight more impressive, he's doing it against a veteran who knows how to box.
Yeah, and he followed him with an uppercut right there, that right uppercut this time. He's shown that left uppercut, but he's starting to go with that backhand uppercut.
A minute left to go here in round number 4. Another very difficult round for Washington and a very good one for Gonzalez.
Yeah, I love the way that Gonzalez gets his hands back up when he is kind of anticipating that counter, too.
More punishment being dished out to Washington, and he's having a hard time getting off those ropes. Washington actually has done a pretty good job in most cases of wheeling off those ropes when he can, but not always.
Yeah.
Now this is an extremely tough fight for Washington.
Yeah, he's in a world of hurt right now, but he continues to throw back.
Well, amazing, really, such a gritty performance from Washington. Jordi Gonzalez doing a great job in this fight, and Washington hanging in, still punching back, but man, he's taking a lot of punishment.
Yeah, and when he's been throwing, he's landed a few shots as far as Washington.
But also, Jordi, like I said, he kind of gets his hands back up. He anticipates a counter going back, and that's what I really like to see from him right now. Now, Washington doesn't have much power himself, no knockouts, but you'll just see the onslaught that Gonzalez is pouring on. But as he gets his hands back, anticipating a counter after a few of these.
And the variety of punches from Gonzalez, impressive. Body work, there was the check hook that
and even he
got
got that
there.
left hand up a little bit to kind of block it right there. That's what I was talking about. He's still aware of what's coming back when he's pouring it on, and then punches and bunches.
I mean, every shot is with power.
And he's finding those openings through the guard.
Yeah, I mean he's probably landing at least 50% of his shots.
Yeah, he is. It is pretty amazing, the accuracy, and you can't overstate how much respect you have to have for Rensley Washington, who has dealt with an onslaught over 4 rounds from Jordi Gonzalez, got up in round number 2 from a devastating knockdown with a left uppercut that was amazing, and yet he is still here against this 19-year-old from Nashville, the 30-year-old veteran, battling away, still hanging in there, and doing his best.
And you hear the corner. Washington is urging to get out of there, but Gonzalez is making it tough. There's a good counter little right hook from Washington, but Gonzalez is right back on him.
Yeah, it's nothing's phasing Gonzalez right now, no matter what Washington throws.
And because Washington is not a big puncher, has never scored a KO, as was pointed out, it's very hard for him to back up Gonzalez.
Especially when he's a tall guy and Gonzalez is on him like white on rice. He could not get any space on his punches, no leverage on him.
Yeah.
Left hooks to the body from Gonzalez, and then left hooks to the head after the right hands.
Yeah, we'll see if the corner starts to maybe think about putting an end to this
Yeah, this is just a lot of punishment for Washington to take in a fight like this, and it might be.
I don't think the corner is going to throw in the towel.
Well,
I think they're going to keep going. Even though your fighter is definitely outmatched and he's fighting back, it just, I take the abuse.
Yeah, but he's got no knockouts as well, so that's going to be a tough battle uphill.
You may want to live to fight another day and wait till he gets in there against somebody that's not throwing the onslaught of Gonzalez.
And has that power.
Yeah. Well, we have less than half of this round to go, and Gonzalez just landing, as you pointed out, Albert, he's landing a ridiculous percentage of his punches, and that part is daunting.
Yeah, because this is just a beating at the moment from
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
it really is. And, you know, the interesting thing is that, we see Washington showing skills and fighting back, but, man, he's taking a lot of big shots from Jordi Gonzalez. And we have one, this is the penultimate round in this 6-rounder.
Yeah. I mean, they got to think about stopping it, just honest opinion, because he's still throwing back. That shows his toughness.
Yeah,
but Jordi is just going to town on him, and it's just a constant beating so far. Another right hand.
A couple of good body shots by Washington, but it doesn't stop the onslaught from Gonzalez. And Gonzalez is in a round he's never seen before, round number 5, but it hasn't diminished his volume or the power with which he's throwing. And we have just seconds left to go here in round number 5, and it looks like this fight is going to get to round number 6.
Yeah, I definitely think he is like you hear his corner where you're talking in Washington, but your fighter is completely outmatched.
Yeah, as we see in these replays, Washington's had to snap back a lot like that. And he comes back and lands a little sneaky right hook, but he doesn't have the power like we mentioned, and he's taken a lot of damage in this fight. Now, if he's going to probably make it through these 6 rounds on nothing but toughness, but...
Well, that and his ability to do certain things in the ring that, like most fighters, wouldn't be able to wheel off those ropes, throw a check hook, get into a safe place, and do that kind of stuff. But, that plus his toughness and his grit has kept Washington in this fight. But
a lot of fighters want to get up from that uppercut.
Yeah, right. And that young man, Jordi Gonzalez, is in his first 6-round fight. He's now into the 6th round, trying to extend his record to 4-0. Against a very game Rensley Washington. Washington is firing back off the ropes and landing a little bit, but again, Gonzalez unfazed.
Yeah, Gonzalez's sneaky little uppercut right there when he dips his body low is it's a deceptive shot. There it is again.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, the awesome thing is that Gonzalez being 19, and from like the 1st round to the 6th round, he has not changed. You don't see any slowdown whatsoever.
No, and the variety of punches, again, is very special by this young man. Now, obviously, he's not facing somebody who's hitting him with big power punches coming back, but this is part of his maturation. This is the right guy for him to fight in his 4th pro fight, who is a solid professional despite the fact that his record is not glittering.
Yeah, and he gives him that opportunity to cut off the ring, and Gonzalez is showing that he can, as you see him force him right back in the corner right there, getting that angle. Right back on again.
So here in round number,
gets in,
that is going to do it. The referee has seen enough. He decides to stop it. Not inappropriate by any stretch of the imagination. Tremendous punishment dealt by Jordi Gonzalez. No indication that Washington had a real shot at scoring a knockdown or a knockout. And so this young man gets his 4th win as a professional, and it is by far his most impressive performance.
Yeah, I mean, the improvements that he's made from his last fight, it's evident right here as you see just his fluidity in these shots, way he could finish with that left uppercut going straight in that right hand, led him right into that shot, snapped his head up and then back, and that's what made the ref stop it.
Yeah, I'm glad the ref stopped it. I mean, that's an appropriate call, like we were saying, like what we were saying earlier, like the corner should have stopped it, threw in. But yeah, I'm glad the ref stepped in and stopped that, because for that young man right there, just to take that abuse was, that sucked. That's nothing that he needed to do.
Yeah.
Well, the maturation of Jordi Gonzalez over these initial 4 fights is really pretty extraordinary. There's been improvement in every match that he has had, and this was kind of the high point of all that with this superb performance against this veteran. And he's obviously Jordi Gonzalez, who is already becoming a mainstay here on Country Box. We're very anxious down the road to see him continue to develop. I did a podcast that he was on and leading up to this fight, and he was very confident that he thought he could get something done tonight, and boy, did he ever. Let's go up to JT and get the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that banger? Wow, that was an insane fight. At 1:28 of the last round, the 6th round, from the 615 by TKO, Jordi El Pocho Gonzalez. Hey, I just gotta say, Mr. Smooth is a tough dude, is he not? Mr. Smooth, hey, let's put our hands together for Mr. Smooth right here. That's a tough dude. Hey, but El Pocho, you did exactly what you had to do, man. Got the victory. How'd you feel about that one?
Well, before I answer your questions, I want to give a big thanks to God, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now.
Shout out to God, everybody. That's a good way to start the interview. All right. Now, hey, you hit that guy with everything but the kitchen sink, right? I mean, I don't know if he's got concrete in his head or what, but I mean, you looked fantastic. You looked amazing. What does that feel like when you're just blasting the guy, hitting him with everything, and he's still standing there?
And it shows that he got heart. He kept going forward, he kept hitting me, and he didn't give up. That's what a fighter's about.
And it made for a heck of a fight, man. It made an awesome fight. You definitely gained a lot of fans tonight. Hey, you want to give a shout out to anybody, sponsors, tell people about your Instagram, whatever like that?
Well, I want to give a shout out to J&B Softwares and Unlimited Construction over there with Damian. I also want to give a shout out to my uncle. I am mi tío Toño en Fort Smith, Arkansas, y a Paloma, mi tía Paloma. Mucho gusto y gracias por ver la pelea. I also want to, what was the last question?
I mean, whatever you want to say, man. I mean, you're doing it in both languages. Yeah, it's your show. I was asking about your Instagram so people can follow you, because again, you definitely got a lot of fans tonight, man. So we want to know how we can follow you on socials.
My Instagram is Jordi Gonzalez _615.
Hey, say that number one more time. Say it with some pride. What was that number?
615.
615, baby. Stand up. Jordi El Pocho Gonzalez. Hold on. You got one more thing to say? You got all the time you want, brother.
Que viva la raza. Viva México, culos.
Okay. Oh, they like that. All right, man. Hey, congratulations. That was a heck of a fight, man. All right, everybody. It's almost main event time.
All right, so great performance by Jordi Gonzalez. We've had a very fun evening of both boxing and music this evening, and we're right at the point where we're going to get to our main event in just a moment or two, which we talked about a little at the beginning of this evening. But Josh Popper, who undefeated heavyweight, who is looking to kind of solidify. We look at the tail of the tape for these two men. A veteran, Rydell Booker, we've seen him here at Country Box. He's kind of a gatekeeper for heavyweights. He is a big guy. He'll have a weight advantage over Popper. Popper, the undefeated 32-year-old, who got a little bit of a late start as a pro, but he's got that 6-0 record. And Justin, when you think of Popper, you think of a guy who we don't know what his ceiling is, but we know at this juncture the way he's performing demonstrates there is a possibility of a higher ceiling.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, you see that 6-0 record, 5 of those coming by stoppage in the first round, all 6 by knockout. So he's got power, and he's going to be in a step up tonight because Booker, you know, his best days are behind him, Booker is, but he's a tough dude, and he could give you those rounds and experience. So that's what Popper said himself, his goal is to learn tonight. So we'll see if he could do that in there.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Rydell Booker, and we've seen him so many times here in Country Box. It's like a master class because he does all these things, and we've even seen him kind of give advice right after the fight to some of the younger fighters that he's faced. We're going to be looking to kind of compare Popper to some of the other people that have fought Booker.
Yeah, when I was thinking I'm not going to see a lot of coaching, I don't think, out of Rydell Booker with Popper. I mean, he's a young guy. He's very, very athletic. Like you said, he played in the NFL for a little bit. So it's going to be wonderful to see what he does with Rydell Booker, which is a vet that's very, very experienced.
All right, we're going to find out right now. We're going to go up to JT Conway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event of the evening. Now, you can see I've been joined by some of my favorite people, but before we get to them, we're going to go ahead and walk these fighters. First, entering the ring in the blue corner, from Detroit, Michigan, Rydell Rockin' Rod Booker.
So here comes 45-year-old Rydell Booker, who, as we mentioned, has become something of a gatekeeper for the heavyweight division. This is yet another appearance for him on Country Box. We've seen him test a number of heavyweights here, including Nestor Santana and Fernando Cuza, fights in which he lost, but provided them with interesting learning experiences, as Albert said. You know, he's been around a long time, had a long career from early in the 2000s, was a contender in the cruiserweight division, lost to James Toney, was away from the sport for many years, came back as a heavyweight, and he's fought a bunch of really good heavyweights as well. We'll see what he has in store for us this evening.
And now, entering in the red corner, fighting out of New York City, Josh the Hammer Popper.
And here's Josh Popper, who is as well known for things outside the ring. He was on a reality show called Summer House, and we mentioned the fact that he had a high-profile relationship with Madonna, which garnered a lot of attention. They are, by the way, still friends, even though they broke up. I know you'd want to know that information. And he works as a boxing coach. That was how he met Madonna, coaching her son. And his engaging personality has made him somebody that people believe is a marketable man in this day of social media. And he brings a football background, which we've talked about already on this show, to the boxing game. And so a very intriguing young man who is trying to add on to his 6-0 record as a professional.
All right, folks, tonight we want to introduce the promoter of this, the 40th edition of Country Box. Y'all, please put it together for Nashville's own promoter extraordinaire, the one and only Jimmy Adams. And keep your hands going for his wife, the lovely Miss Ashley Adams. All right, y'all, if you will, please go ahead and rise. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance with my little buddy, Addie Adams. And by the way, while you're standing up, Addie's collecting signatures to save the Amazon, right? The Amazon rainforest, not the company, right? Okay, never mind. All right, here we go. Is everybody up? We're looking good? We got a flag over there? Okay, here we go. You ready, Addie?
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's go. Proud of you, Addie. Make sure you go see her and sign that petition. All right, and now, if you will, remain standing. We have the national anthem. Somebody's singing the national anthem for me, right? Where's my guy? Where is he? Oh, my God. I thought I was handing you the mic. Hey, this guy can really get it done. Gary Kariba, everyone. Beautifully done, sir. Beautifully done. All right. We'll let you guys make your way out of here. Appreciate y'all very much. We got little Jimmy Adams in the house. Hermes Orta right here. Good to see you, the Warrior Kid. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening is presented by Jimmy Adams Promotions and Murder Cigars by Edward Crow. It's scheduled for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 266.2 pounds, a veteran of 41 professional fights, with 14 of his 27 wins coming by way of thunderous knockout. Fighting out of the east side of Detroit Motor City. Please welcome Rydell Rockin' Rod Booker. And in the red corner, he weighed in at 236, fit and trim pounds. He has an undefeated record, 6 wins, no losses, all 6 wins. Coming by way of KO, fighting out of NYC, please welcome Josh the Hammer Popper.
All right, boxers, trunks are looking good. Remember, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Any questions from anybody? Touch gloves. Come out swinging.
Main event with the big boys. Let's go.
So we are set for our main event. Josh Popper taking on Rydell Booker. Booker, in his 4th appearance on Country Box, is yet to get a win. He would like to break through tonight. And for Josh Popper, his last fight, March 7th, only 3 weeks ago, in a KO over Dylan Pumphrey, who we've seen before here in Country Box, as a matter of fact. And so we'll see what happens here in round number 1.
Yeah, I asked Popper about that Dylan Pumphrey fight, and he said he was talking a lot of trash before the fight. And I asked him if he's ever been talked trash in the ring, because I think he might find it in the form of Booker here. He will talk a lot during the fight.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with Rydell Booker, I don't think he's going to be talking trash. More like, hey, young man, hey, throw this punch this way, throw it that way.
Yeah, you might be giving a tutorial.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, yeah.
Yeah, that's he's done that before. Obviously, Booker doesn't keep a torrid pace in fights, but he has a knack of doing enough offense to keep his opponent at bay and sometimes do enough to win some rounds, and that's what he's kind of looking here. As we have a slow pace. Popper's had several first-round knockouts, so he's been able to get off quickly in some fights.
There's a little sneaky left hook right there from Booker. Yeah, and as you mentioned, Popper, 5 of those 6 knockouts in the first round. Meanwhile, Booker's only been stopped 3 times, and all 3 of those in the 5th round, so maybe that is because Popper's taking it slow. Maybe he'll kind of turn it on later in the fight, but we'll see right now. He's off to a slow start, as we mentioned.
I think probably for Popper, this is probably like his most, I think, the best opponent.
Yeah,
that he's
definitely.
Faced.
No question about that. And that is going to cause him to be perhaps a little bit more hesitant and careful and get the lay of the land before he tries too much offensively. Popper has good power in both hands. Seen evidence of that in his fights.
Yeah, and we also talked about that football and how he's athletic, and he will switch stances too. He's electing to stay in that righty stance for the moment and really making an effort to go down to that body of Booker to start this fight with that jab.
Yeah, and Popper created one of his knockouts with a body punch, so you would expect him against the older opponent if he's in position to try and go to the body. Right now, Rydell Booker's controlling the action on the outside with his jab. Not everything's getting there, but he's controlling the geography of this fight.
Yeah, and Booker's very content, that old school style. He'll just throw those shots off the gloves, just, hit something. If you could hit the gloves, you could hit the body or anything, but you see Popper starting to kind of feint his way in.
Well, round 1 is headed toward a conclusion with, for the most part, Rydell Booker's jab being the only thing of note. Even though it hasn't landed all the time, it has controlled this fight to an extent, and Popper has yet to work his way on the inside or put himself in punching range for any of those big power shots that he's known for. So that'll do it for round number 1 of this 6-rounder. A quiet beginning, but we expect that to change.
Now Popper also, he only threw the jab that round, but he landed a lot of them to the body. Booker landed 1 decent left hook, so that one's pretty much whatever you favored more in that.
Yeah, like we said, it'll be a tough fight for Popper. I mean, this is, like you said, Al, this is definitely, Booker is definitely a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
To see, hey, where you land up. So, right now, we said, this has been the hardest, definitely, the most experienced fighter that he's faced in Booker. So, he has to kind of find his way around, and he has, a number of rounds 6 rounds to move around the ring. But he got to be active, and he's got to press the issue with, with Booker because, he is older, my age.
Yeah.
and he has a softer body, so.
Glad you noted that, Albert.
Yeah, I'm sure Booker will be happy to hear that too.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Popper's last opponents combined, all 6 of them are 9-34-2. So as we mentioned, it is a step up, even if it is in the older form of a Booker.
But body type aside, tough guy, Rydell Booker, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So we're headed into round number 2 here and into it already. And let's see if Josh Popper, who already looks like he's trying to close the distance between himself and Booker, and he's used the jab a little bit to do it. And Booker trying to respond with his own jab, and Rydell Booker throughout his career has had a very good one. In his old cruiserweight days when he was a younger fighter, I'll tell you what, his jab was hellacious, and even in his heavyweight time, he's shown evidence of it.
Yeah, and Popper's still sticking to that jab, but you see he's getting a little bit closer and getting his body behind it. He landed a few good ones so far to start this round 2.
You would think maybe the first big power punch that's going to come from Popper is going to be a left hook. That's kind of been a little bit of his modus operandi. He's got a good right hand as well.
And there's Booker talking for the first time.
Yeah.
Now he does respect Popper's power. It took him a little bit longer. Even when this fight, he found out Popper's record. He said, "What did you get me into, Jimmy?"
Rydell Booker is a fascinating and fun guy to be around, and he talked about the fact that he should do some commentating. I agree. We got to get him on the mic somewhere down the road in life. But right now, he's trying to deal with Josh Popper, big, strong heavyweight who hasn't yet erupted but is looking for some openings. And Booker kind of moving his hands there, not much landing, but pushing Popper away.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, Booker, his last win was all the way back against Norman Neely in 2022. But it's interesting, Jose Guzman, Popper's trainer, also worked with Neely, so very familiar with Booker, this team.
And Guzman, of course, we mentioned an assistant trainer with Amanda Serrano, who was just announced will be back in the ring, coming up, I think, in May for another fight.
Yeah, you can tell, like, Popper's definitely trying to figure out Booker. You know, like, he's nervous because, you know, honestly, I think that probably Booker right now has the faster hand speed.
Yeah,
Popper.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I mean, and Booker still does have an element of hand speed at this juncture. There's a good jab by Popper as he tries to use that to get inside, and he's varying it. And what did I say? The first power punch he threw would be a left hook, and there it was.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown. I don't think he's even really shot a right hand yet, but a little bit of talking between the both of them right here as a lot of posturing, and there's Booker trying to answer with a left hook.
I won the pool on Josh Popper. So how much was in that pool? I don't know. Not too much. So we finished round number 2. Again, kind of a quiet affair in which Josh Popper did make a little more happen offensively, but that man also had a couple of moments with his jab and even a mild combination or two.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see when Popper kind of turns it on a bit in this fight. As we mentioned at the start of this, he said his #1 goal for this fight was to learn. And he has a lot of respect for Booker, so we'll see when he kind of chooses to start showing off that firepower that got him the 6 knockouts.
I think he's definitely worried, you know, thinking about Booker's power. You know, because like Booker does have fast hands, but also he doesn't want like Popper doesn't want to get caught. You know, because you got a very crafty, you know, veteran in Booker. So he's still trying to find his way around the ring a little bit.
And it might have to do with him just trying to see some rounds as well. Because as we said, probably the 4th time I've said it, but 5 of 6 of Popper's knockouts have come within round 1.
So we head into round number 3, approaching the halfway mark of this 6-rounder in our main event. Hope you enjoyed the evening of boxing and music. It's been a fun evening in which we've seen some good fights and some very good performances. And now Josh Popper, the 32-year-old, undefeated at 6-0 with 6 KOs, trying to make his mark with a signature performance early against the best fighter he's faced so far, the journeyman Rydell Booker.
There's Booker talking as Popper kind of quieted him up with a good jab to the body.
Rydell's looking over this way. I don't know. He might be doing a little commentary with us. I don't know, but he is.
See if we can
chatting.
get a mic up there.
Yeah,
let's give him a mic up there.
I know. How would we mic a fighter? I don't know how that's going to be done. For other than boom mic. As Popper going downstairs, and he has done that. He's varied the jab. That is maybe the first real right hand that Popper has tried in this fight.
Yeah, he's got to jab more to the body. You know what I mean? Like, you got to press the issue with Booker, you know, like it's been like, you know, in the 40s.
Yeah, and the left hook to the body, that was the first time he's done that. Yeah. And that, of course, could set up a double left hook as well for Popper. So, and he's got Rydell Booker in that corner where you would think he would initiate a little more offense against him.
Yeah, but a lot of Booker's kind of backed himself into the corner. You know, he's put himself in the corner, trying to make some action happen. You know, but yeah, it's like Popper's not going to jump on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of respect between these two. Even kind of got to talk to both of them at the same time, and I asked them, I was like, once that bell rings, it's going to go, right? You guys are being very friendly. And they said, yeah, of course, but a lot of respect shared between them.
Well, just about a half minute left to go here in round number 3. Popper has controlled this round, and now he is starting to be a little bit more offensive, throwing left hooks as Booker languishes on the ropes. And Now they're in the center of the ring where it's a little more advantageous for Booker in any case, but he's not really doing too much offensively. So final moments of round number 3 in this scheduled 6-rounder, and Josh Popper made the most of this round with more offensive work than he had done previously.
Yeah, and Popper's trying to be quick with that left hook as well. You saw him kind of landed. Bit of it went off Booker's glove, but Booker went woo, so that kind of let him know. Nice one right there. And that's what Booker will do. He'll let you know if it was good or bad.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see Popper just start.
Rydell Booker is giving us his talk, chatting with us
Did
here.
you say 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. he's critiquing himself, and he said, "No, Al, this is not 20 years ago." Okay, I know, Rydell, but we're.
Yeah, he's like, if I go to face these guys 20 years ago, like.
Yeah. Well, he feels like that might have been a little different story.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And there's that woo again from Booker to start the round.
Well, actually, that was somebody in the crowd that made that.
Oh, someone else.
I can only point to a few occasions in my 45-year career where boxers have talked to me during rounds, once or twice, but or at least during fights happening, and that's one of them. So we're into round number 4, and this is a scheduled 6-rounder, and now Josh Popper getting much more aggressive, and will continue to do that unless Rydell Booker is able to land a couple of counter punches at least to discourage him.
Now, what Booker is saying is pretty much Popper is landing those shots, but he's focusing on speed right now as Popper. He's not really sitting down on them, just showing off the hand speed like he did right there. Hasn't really sat down on one of these and really got behind it.
Yeah, Rydell with a pretend
buckle
there for a moment, and deciding that maybe now we better concentrate on the boxing part. Here in round number 4 of this scheduled 6-rounder, Josh Popper has mostly controlled the action. And now he's starting to try and land more power punches. The jab to the body and the head has been effective, and Rydell Booker is enjoying the festivities in any case. Body work by Popper.
That was a good little left hook down on the body, and once again, Booker made that noise, and nice one.
Yeah, I like Booker. I mean, Popper right now. He needs to just let his hands go, and he can control the action. I mean, he's already controlling the round and the fight, I would say, but he just needs to, put the pedal to the metal,
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea, obviously, of this is to demonstrate that you can separate yourself a little bit from some of the people that have fought Booker, and he's trying to do that right now, and Booker being very animated.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I think Popper has a lot of respect for him, and he doesn't really want to get him out of there too early. I think he's going to choose at some point to turn it on.
Well, we only have a little time left in this
He's
fight.
got till 6.
Yeah, we got a couple more rounds.
And
but
he knows that round 5's the round that Booker's gone in 3 times. If I were a betting man, like you bet on that left hook, I would say maybe round 5 is when we're going to see Popper turn it on. I could be dead wrong.
We'll see. He's starting to certainly do more offensively, and has been for the last couple of rounds. Under a half-minute left to go here in round number 4. And we've seen Rydell Booker in the last several fights here at Country Box. It's been a familiar kind of posture for him, working off those ropes and just controlling, what his opponent kind of does offensively to him, not firing back much, but weathering the storm. Big left hook. That was maybe the best punch of the fight for Josh Popper. And what does it make Rydell Booker do? Dance, of course.
And you see Popper even laughed at that. he enjoyed it. So I'm not sure. He might be just kind of getting his rounds in here. But that was the best left hook, most damaging shot from Popper so far, as Booker continues to talk to everyone in the crowd.
Yeah, he's loquacious, that's for sure. Well, we're 4 rounds into this fight, and Josh Popper, who, as I mentioned, works also as a boxing instructor. We haven't seen him switch to lefty in this fight. That has been the case in other matches. That hasn't happened tonight. He's been concentrating on being a righty, which is probably the place where he has a little more power. So he probably feels like that's more beneficial to him.
And probably like, with the respect to Booker, Popper having that respect for Booker, that he doesn't want to switch to lefty because then, of course, righto Booker, he can expose him, seeing some flaws in it if he switches.
So we're into round number 5 of the scheduled 6-rounder. Josh Popper on the left, Rydell Booker, the veteran, against the ropes there. Booker, 45 years old, and 27-13-1. Started his career back in 2001. Was 14-1, then fought James Toney when he was a top cruiserweight. Got away from the sport for 12 years, then came back to it and has been involved ever since as a heavyweight. And Josh Popper, the 32-year-old, who has got that 6-0 record that he would like to extend tonight.
And I think, I think he can. He's definitely controlled the fight. I don't think we'll see a knockout.
Yeah, there's very little doubt at this moment who's ahead in the fight. Clearly, it's Josh Popper.
Yes, it's all if Popper decides that he wants to kind of stay in there and sit down on these shots instead of, trying to get in and out, as Booker's not really doing much but kind of shelling up on those ropes. He will jab and counter occasionally, but Booker's trying to get that distance.
Yeah.
And it's up to Popper if he wants to allow Booker to get that distance, in my opinion.
I still think that he just, kind of.
Because this is a lot of posturing with nothing thrown so far out of Popper.
Well, we're halfway through this 5th round, and again, the only offense coming from Popper. There's a little uppercut from Booker, but not much. And Popper's work has been not super effective, but he's been the one doing the vast majority of it.
Yeah, this is almost kind of a sparring session for Popper is how I'm kind of looking at it right now. He's just worked on trying to be on the inside for the first time. Probably in his career, as we mentioned, all those early stops.
Well, he's never been to this round before, so this is a unique experience for him. But, as you develop as a fighter, he might want to show, which he's starting to do now, that he can be in this round and be active and aggressive and do things that would impress people, and he's starting to do that a little bit, or at least being more offensive. Half a minute left to go in round number 5, penultimate round of this main event.
Yeah, really interesting fight. A lot of just dull moments like this where, and I would want to see Popper do more. I'm with you now. Albert, I want to see him really start pressing the pace.
Right hand off the side of the head of Booker and pushes Booker back, and here comes Josh Popper in the final moments of this round, pressing forward. So we're going to see the last round of this fight and the last round of the evening.
Take a little replay look right here. This is Booker just kind of being on the ropes, and that's Popper just showing off hand speed, but once again, not quite sitting down on anything. He did for a moment to finish that round, though.
Yeah. I think you also say a little welt under Popper's
yeah, interesting,
left
isn't it?
eye.
I know. It's just as we look at, there's Josh Popper, and you're right. That maybe from one of those early jabs, perhaps, that Booker landed. There weren't too many of them, but some might have gotten there. And so Josh Popper now with an interesting dilemma as we head into round number 6. How much more do you try to be offensive? How many more chances do you take? Do you feel the need to do something to separate yourself from other, we've seen other fighters recently, Jet Blackwell and Nestor Santana, Fernando Guza fight Booker, and to a varying degree got things done offensively, but none of them put Booker in any trouble.
Yeah, so, I would like him to. I would like him to really step on the pace because, he's going against a 45-year-old. That's the end-all, be-all. You got to get him out of there if you want to really kind of separate yourself because we know him from that personal life he had, Madonna, all that, but he wants to show he's a real boxer. So in my opinion, he has to try and get
well,
Booker
and
out
those
of here.
other fighters were unable to do it, and they are at varying levels of expertise.
Yeah.
And so he's facing the same dilemma in a way here in round number 6.
But Booker was stopped twice in 2025, so you could do it. It's just, he's found a way to survive on country box so far.
Yeah. There's body work by Popper. And not everything getting through in those headshots, but one or two perhaps.
Yeah, definitely everything in the body's landing though.
Yeah, it is. You're correct. And you might make a case for more of an investment during this fight to the body. Might have helped him a little bit more as well. But there's no question Josh Popper is controlling and very likely winning this fight. And we see Rydo Booker switch to lefty. So
he met him.
Didn't expect that from him. We thought it might come from Popper, but
they both did.
Yeah, there you go. There's Popper doing it as well. First time in the fight for him.
Yeah, Booker kind of just met him with it. He probably studied a little bit of tape and said, I'm going to do that as well.
Booker moves back and Popper attacking but not getting through with too much.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely just want to see more action from Popper right now.
Yeah, and Rydo Booker is, creating a lot of this. Obviously, he wants to keep the pace, slowed pace, deaden it, so that he can deal with these young heavyweights. And if they can't improve the pace, it doesn't go anywhere.
Like Booker is telling Popper, is like, hey, we going to throw that hook? It's like calling all his punches.
The tutorial we talked about in mid-fight. So it's half a minute left to go here in round number 6. And I'm not sure if that you want that to be what people take away from the fight, that Rydo Booker is able to kind of, give you tips during the fight. But as a lefty, it's interesting, as a lefty, Popper getting that straight left hand in a little bit to Booker. So final moments of this 6-round fight, and it will end much the way it began, with Popper kind of moving forward cautiously and Rydo Booker on his back foot. And Rydo Booker ends the fight with a nice right hand.
Yeah, so he waited a bit.
He saved it just to the end of the fight. So after 6 rounds of boxing, it certainly looks like Josh Popper has carved himself out a decision win, which would be his 7th as a professional.
And it's like a crazy thing. I don't know if you heard what Booker just said. He's like, I live to fight another day.
Exactly. And that's what Popper kind of, he didn't press the pace.
Yeah, he could have pressed the pace a lot, like how we saw like Kuza press the pace with
just stay on him when you have him in the corner and really kind of dig in and sit down on your shots. He was being quick and then taking that step back. Now, I don't know if that's respect for Booker and the job that Booker's doing, but
I think it was a little too much respect.
A little too much for me as well, because you want to advance, and like we said, big personal life, but we want to see, like, are you the real deal at heavyweight? No, he won every second pretty much of this fight.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to see him, try to get Booker out of there.
Or maybe like this his next fight, have a more of an offensive fighter, so where he's going to have to throw and counter and all that. So, I mean, that's what I love to see from Popper, because he's a young. I mean, he's 32, but he's young in the sport of boxing. So, he just needs to press the pace, and I want to see if he can really become, one of these like future champions, hopefully, or be, at least a contender.
Yeah. Well, I would have liked to see him try and stop Booker.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be my thing. No, I'm not. A lot of respect, like I said, between them, and the personality of Booker, I think, makes it hard for a guy like Popper.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that was.
But I want to see that mean streak just for a second, just to do it, because he had it in his last fight against Pumphrey. Now Pumphrey's, not quite the toughest test in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we said, it was definitely the best fighter that he's been against.
And you see him right there talking too,
Yeah. And like, Booker, he's telling him like things to do. I mean,
it was a sparring session for
But you just gotta, when the lights are on, you
can't be a friend.
all out of the door.
Exactly,
yeah.
And that's what I asked him, and kind of when I was interviewing him, I was like, "You guys were very friendly when that bell rings." you know, and Booker, like he said, lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
As we await the decision here, or
thereof.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our main event of the evening. All three judges had it 60-54 in a unanimous decision for your boy Josh the Hammer Popper. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a boxing legend to conduct our post-fight interview, Mr. Al Bernstein.
Thank you, JT. Well, let's get just Josh Proper over here. Well, thank you, you're very kind. Congratulations on your 7th win as a professional. These fights with Rydell, who is such a clever veteran, create a conundrum for young fighters because you're trying to press the pace, but he's so resourceful in the way he can slow things down. It makes it kind of difficult, doesn't it?
For sure. My coach was telling me that I needed to let my hands go more. It's one thing when you're sitting out in the crowd versus when you guys are in here. Yeah, it looked like he was ready for me to step in and he was looking for the counter. That's no excuse, but at the same time, it was a blessing to be able to share the ring with him. This guy is a literal legend. So give it up for Rydell. He really is a legend right here. And I'm just honored to be able to share the ring with him. But like I told him, this was a huge learning lesson for me. So I'm excited to continue to get in the ring, get back to the drawing board, and let my hands go more, for sure.
I'm going to go for 1 second to Rydell here because we've seen you here at Country Box, and one of the fascinating things that you do is provide commentary to your opponent and everybody else during the fight, which not too many people do.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I've been boxing for, damn, y'all gonna know how old I am. 38 years. I've been a professional since 2001, so this is my way of passing the torch, but at the same time teaching and giving wisdom to the younger fighters.
Well, you've had a great career. It's good to see you right now.
He not a pretty boy no more. He got a little mouth, so, you know, it's part of the game.
There you go. So, Josh, you've moved to 7-0. You got a late start as a professional, but you're 7-0 now and developing. Where do you think you're at in terms of development?
That's a really good question. I feel like my team is definitely more equipped to answer that. But I'm just excited to take on the challenges that are put in front of me and continue to take steps forward. That's my whole plan, is to continue to progress, get better at the craft. I have an amazing team. Shout out my coach Ruben right here. Shout out my coach Jose, my management company, TMA Management, all my sponsors that believe in me. I'm just truly blessed and truly grateful to continue to learn, and that's what I want to do. When I first got into boxing, without taking too much time to talk, when I first got into boxing, I was right here with my man Ruben, and it was like more fitness boxing, and I was like, man, I wanna really learn, and I feel like I've done that well. I've been a huge student of the game, and I know I'm nowhere near where I can be, so I just want to continue to chip away and get better and better every day.
And your athleticism from football and other sports, you want to use that, obviously, in boxing to maybe see if that can help push you to another level.
Definitely, of course, yeah. Basketball player first, then turned football player, now turned boxer. I feel like every part of my athletic career has helped me to be where I'm at today, for sure.
We've gotten a lot of attention on the social media for many things that you've done, including variety or reality shows and all the rest. But now boxing is the thing you want to, I know, push yourself forward on and see if that can take you somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yeah, a lot of people bring up different things that I've done or been a part of, or even, you know, people who I'm in connection with. All of that is really cool. I like the fact that it gets people talking about me, but at the end of the day, I'm a fighter through and through, and I take pride in that, and I want people to know me for what I do in the ring.
All right, last thing, how'd you like your first country box experience?
This is actually my second.
I should say your second.
Yes. Shout out Jimmy Adams. You're the man wherever you are. Yeah, shout out Jimmy Adams, the legend right here. I actually had the pleasure of debuting here, and that was back in October of 2024. So it's a blessing to be back here in Nashville, and this won't be the last time you guys see me for sure.
All right, hey, good to see you. All right, so Josh Popper with a very impressive win tonight. He gets the win over Rydell Booker via decision. for my broadcast partners, Albert Hainsworth and Justin Brown, and for Mike Moran and the whole crew that did such a great job on the telecast, and for all the folks here associated with Country Box, I want to say thank you. And we are going to close the evening with the gentleman who has provided you with so much excellent music throughout the night, Kish Moody. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, hey, y'all, a little bit of a Kish Moody music. KishMoody.com. Hey, y'all, this is a song we're recording called Southern Girl Strut. If y'all want to be in the video, come down front here, y'all. Get your dance on. Virginia girl, slow dance sway. Carolina girl, lead the way. Georgia girl, sweet and wild. Florida girl, stay a while. Alabama girl, sweet home. Mississippi queen, moving slow. Every mile south, that missing line. That kind of vibe takes its time. Different towns, different skies. Same kind of pool in their eyes. You don't hear it, you feel it rolling. Whole damn place stops when they walk in. Other girls strutting again. They don't break, but man, they've been something in time. Certified, pull your clothes, lift your heart. Still that sweet tea, strong and slow. Went through life, don't you know? Shaking that thing all night long. Some old girls, this is your song. Louisiana girl, Bourbon Street nights, Arkansas girl, barefoot ride. Daisy Dukes, Taylor Jenkins, Lord, baby, Missouri girl, woo, let it show. Texas girl, bring an easy grin. Kentucky girl, born in Oklahoma, Tennessee girl, standing strong, Oklahoma girl, with a war paint on. They don't break, they don't play, they don't fall for someone's sake. Sweet in the matter, strong when they're wrong. That kind of woman really turns me on. Southern girls strut again. They don't break, man, they've been some hands in time. Certified, pull your clothes, lift your heart. Still that sweet tea, strong and slow. Little light, girl, don't you know? Baby, that thing all night long. Southern girls, this is your song. She likes to shine more to the sound. Out on the dance floor, spinning round. Short and sweet, strong and tall. Southern girls, this is your song. So I think Al Bernstein was going to come up here and do a song with us. Where's he at? Al Bernstein, where you at, bro? One of the commentators for Country Box, y'all. Come on up here, brother. Yeah, Mr. Al Bernstein, y'all. Hey, look. Not only is he a commentator for Country Box, he is a blues singer. And y'all know how much we love blues around here.
All right, we're going to do a blues tune here. Kish and his band, what a night they have provided for all of us. So I'm going to do my best here to jump up and play with this great band and see if I can hang in there with these guys. Here we go. Let's go, Paul. Baby, don't you wanna go? Yeah, come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Yeah, come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Whoa, come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 6 is 8. Come on, baby, don't you make me wait. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, oh, sweet home Chicago? Play it, guys. Before he's gonna do it again. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago, sweet home Chicago? Don't you wanna go, my sweet home Chicago?
Hey, y'all give it up for Al Bernstein right there, y'all. Hey, thank you, Country Box. Thank you, Jimmy Adams Promotions. Thank you, Murder Cigars. Thank you to the Plaza Mariachi. Thank you to Ms. Christie right here for doing such a good job as being a film producer. Y'all be looking for us. KishMoody.com, y'all. Y'all look me up. Kish Moody Music. God bless you. God bless you, everybody. Y'all be safe getting home. We'll see you at the next Country Box, y'all. God bless you.